Hello, and welcome back to Roll4It, Layla the Vampire Slayer, Buffy the Vampire Slayer RPG. We're Roll4It, of course, a lot of your favorite YouTubers and streamers playing some geeky tabletop role-playing games. I'm sorry we're running a little bit late today. Time zone change happened, and then drivers and Windows updates and... yeah.
You can hashtag blame Maggie, because this time it was really my fault.
Is it blame Mag or is it blame Windows and daylight savings all at once?
Let's throw Microsoft under the bus.
Yeah, maybe. I'm never updating my Windows drivers again, ever. My faith has been broken.
If anyone remembers when we started late, like half a year ago, I know, the one time in all that time, we started late because of exactly the same issue then, and Maggie just updated after not updating. I suspect that was exactly the same update. So, yeah, sorry about that, everyone.
Oh my gosh, is that your thing? That's why you were
I definitely had some issues, but I was expecting it. I think Bentham's update was the same one that screwed that up. I can't remember.
Yep, there was a really major Windows update that decided to hit me in the middle of the Shadowrun finale.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wasn't on.
This is... yeah. Anyway, you were on the Shadowrun finale, I think.
For that one?
I think that one. Anyway.
This is Shadowrun season 2? Then I was.
Anyway, so... where were we? Oh yeah, right. So tonight we are going into a pretty major battle. They have just got all the allies, all the gear, all the kit, everything they could, and they've called down their major boss enemy, a fallen angel, to do battle, and they're literally about to roll initiative. So before all that happens, and they all die, let's just go over how you can support the show and, like, you know, tip towards their memorial fund. I think this is probably a good idea for someone else to talk about it because my cup of tea is in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I need to go pick that up.
How much is a resurrection?
I'm going to call Bentham because I'm trying to get social out.
Bentham, do you want to talk about all the amazing Patreon things? And I'll be right back.
Alright, so there's a bunch of different ways you can support us. The main one is the Patreon, which has lots of different tiers that give you all sorts of different rewards, like the after shows that we record after every episode in MP3 so that you can listen to the shows while you're driving and stuff, or just commuting in general, which people like. And there's loads of like behind the scenes stuff as well, like character sheets and information about the bosses. Depending on how this episode goes, you might get the stats for Penemew after this.
Or James or Violet.
Oh, yeah, that's also possible. Basically, once someone dies, you'll probably get their stats. Let's hope it's Penemew and not anybody else. And
yeah, let's not hope that it's any of the other characters. What?
I have just put tea of myself.
No.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what you
very
get.
We need all the karma, guys. Wait, this isn't Shadowrun.
We need drama. Yeah, so we also have tips on Twitch, and we have bits as well, and stuff like that. We read out the tips at the end.
I think someone's proving your bit theory right now. The cup is just overflowing.
Yeah, you guys are doing amazing. Thank you for the bits. We do like a thank you thing at the end, so keep the bits coming.
And you can subscribe on Twitch as well, and all that, and Twitch and Patreon get you the Discord where lots of talking and hype happens before all the shows.
It's been crazy since Star Trek finale was over, so everybody's just been like, blah.
Yeah, I'm just reading through the Discord now, and people are still hyping, and there's lots of hype emotes. So, yeah, it's definitely a good perk. You should definitely go over there. Right. And someone just hype tipped in the bitted with 2 giant bits that just blew the jar up, and oh god, it's brilliant. Anyway, thank you very much. So yeah, you can support in no different ways. It does allow us to actually keep the show going, pay amazing cast, and actually do the things we can do to give you the stuff you want. So thank you. Of course, if you don't have money, you can still watch the show live or in 24 hours over on YouTube. You should totally go check out our YouTube channel, because we often forget to say about YouTube channel. People are like, how do I watch it if I'm not live? And we're like, wait, we have a YouTube channel. Did we not say this? Oh, no, we don't. We don't enough. So we have a YouTube channel. It's Twitch, youtube.com/Roll4It. It's surprisingly enough the exact same name. Yeah. If you don't have any money but you want to support us, you can support... you can support us in amazingly convincing ways, such as talking to your friends, talking to your family. Have you talked to your family about Roll4It? You probably should. Alternatively, if you don't have any friends, you can go to your email platform of choice, say, Google Mail, and you type in all the email addresses you can find on the internet, and then you start off with, "Hello, my name is Colonel Kashadar. I have over 1 billion worth of gold bullion ready to be shipped to you. To do so and reclaim it, you should check out Roll4It." I mean, you could if you want. I don't know.
I'm just getting more creative with these things every single time.
I try to. I'm running out of them. My list is getting very short, so I'm coming up with more and more out of whack ones. But you could. You could.
Like, that one doesn't even make sense. What?
Some people fall for these scams. Why don't you just make them come to Roll4It?
Someone has to be falling for those scams because they keep doing them.
They're actually
Like-
really cunningly designed. They include grammar spelling mistakes so that they don't waste people's time with people who actually are clever enough to go, "No, this is a scam." So you see the spelling mistakes and you're like, "Oh, this is a scam." People who are less intelligent don't notice the spelling mistakes are the people more likely to fall for them. So they only get more people replying who are actually likely to fall for it rather than people who know it's a trap. I've got so much tea poured over my desk right now, it's horrific. Anyway, so last time on Layla the Vampire Slayer, all the way back in episode 1, our illustrious team decided, just on a whim, to go, "Oh, we're bored. Let's have a look in the basement under the school." And I went,
It wasn't we're bored. It's we're
Okay.
hyper intelligent.
No. When we
No,
first
this
went
is
into the
episode
"No, in
one.
basement,
episode 1.
Imogen
We
saying
weren't
there are cool
hyper-intelligent
books
then.
in the basement, and Layla saying, "Let's go get them."
Right.
Well, because
I was
Layla
thinking-
was all about, she's all about, like,
We never even got those. We never even got those books in the end. We didn't check
No.
out the
No, we got
Fallen Angel
distracted.
library.
You've got a half-naked man. So that's cool.
And now we know why.
Young adult.
Young adult person.
You know,
Probably very
nothing's wrong with being half naked. It's okay.
Okay, so yeah, they went round to the basement, and I quickly had to start story spieling a little bit earlier than expected. They found a
Hashtag
hellmouth down
Layla's
there. Yep. This is what happens when you GM and you have players and you don't have a linear storyline. Things happen. They found a load of
You're
demons.
welcome.
To say you're welcome. Don't make me go on a Disney tangent. This is a bit early. They found a hellmouth. The demons worshipping it. They killed the demons. They found someone called James who happened to be acting a bit dumb because it looks like his brain has been sucked out somehow or something like that. They then, over the course of several episodes, research it, find out that somehow it looks like his intelligence has been reduced and all his intelligence has been sucked out. Then, effectively, quite a while later, Imogen uses the intelligence boosting spell on everyone, which makes him actually very intelligent and everyone else super intelligent. Robert hacks the Ministry of Defense and manages to get himself sent a load of stuff. Everyone else researches really quickly. They find out that there's a fallen angel who they go check on research on, and it turns out that fallen angel is actually the librarian. They have a fight under the school, which they get soundly thrashed in before they can escape. Thankfully they manage to escape along with James. They then do all their procurement, do all their research, find out that he's probably manipulating writing in some way. I think they currently suspect that it is anything with ink written, but they don't know for certain. There are some rumors that they've read, some things that they don't trust, and they're not exactly sure what is reality anymore in terms of what they should be trusting in terms of research. They think that meteoric iron, which is, iron comes from the sky and meteorites, should be able to kill the fallen angel. They also think a few other things about the fallen angel, such as control of ink, control of the written word, etc. He has shown that he can throw books around. He blinded Imogen with ink at one point from a book. They managed to get a golem. Golem then attacked them because they wrote the instructions in ink. They then undid that and wrote some instructions in pencil. They then met up with an ex-demon called Violet, who they told there was a fallen angel due to come help, and she was like, "Nah, you're lying, but sure, I'll come, it sounds fun."
I also might have taught her how to brush her teeth because she was eating
Yes.
toothpaste.
Yes, you taught her how to brush her teeth and all about puberty. That was a fun scene.
You mean I taught EE about periods? Or wait, did he teach me about periods?
I'm not
I
even
think
sure.
that's what was happening. Depends on your perspective, really.
In the meantime,
very
Barnaby and James had started a relationship of some sort. And now they are probably in love or something, maybe. They haven't really discussed it in that much detail due to the fact
Oh,
that
it's
James
so
is...
cute! And we got fan art of of James Holt. Oh, it's so
It
cute.
looks
I
so
love it.
nice.
So thank you guys for the fan art. Like killing it.
Happy.
Keep it coming.
Great.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the Imogen fan art. I don't know why, but I love the Imogen fan art because it's always I think it's because I'm personally I identify with the witch the most, I think.
It's a good character.
I don't think any of you are enough of an asshole to identify with Layla that much.
No, I don't think anybody can identify with
I,
I
know,
identify
the-
with Layla.
Like the buff Layla. Oh man, that was the best.
That was
Oh
great.
damn, yeah, Buff
Oh yeah,
Layla.
the buff Layla. I think he's still not finished because he's doing like the dress part still, but he finally did the shading. But yeah, she's like hella buff. I was like, that's frightening.
So,
Strong.
the last episode ended up with the Slayer, a witch, a demon, a former demon, Robert, who now is effectively Iron Man with some of the enhancements he's made to his mechanical suit because he's a super scientist, a brain-drained human, a golem, all going down to meet a fallen angel in the woods nearby the school. Fallen angel turned up because they started casting a spell which had actually no effect, but it just told the person being targeted, effectively you're being targeted by a spell. And so he turned up to fight you because you tricked him. I gotta say that was a pretty cunning plan. And that's where we left off, as Violet just went, oh, I'm just here to watch, and just backed up a little bit. Now, just in terms
Well,
of...
she doesn't think that he's a fallen angel. So she's like, yeah, right. I'll just stand here until he actually looks like a fallen angel.
Sure, that's
Oh,
totally what
girl,
she
you
thinks.
gonna be surprised.
So just to check on your preparations, you've got the Golem 3 turns away, I think we decided. James is with the Golem, and you've told him
Golem's
to...
going to be however close it can be while being out of sight, so
which
it's
is about
not...
3 turns away, yeah, so it's not visible.
Okay.
And James is like his smarter self right now, right?
Okay,
Okay,
so James is
for like a
smarter.
short period.
I would-
Given the Golem the instructions, kill...
It's a power level 2 spell, so let's assume I probably got 3 successes because I think I rolled base 2 successes. Like minimum, I would have got. He would have an intelligence of 2.
Okay. So yeah, we'll go with that then.
and we've given the Golem the instructions, kill Pennymew, the fallen angel.
You've given James
Close.
instructions to put in the Golem's mouth when stuff starts to go down, I think was the...
Well, that could be ready in the mouth, and he can have the paddle in the back, ready to
Okay.
remove when he hears the commotion, I guess.
Sure. Who's got the rocket launcher? Yes, they have a rocket launcher.
I'm gonna have it. I'm not like as much as it would be.
Who
cool
has
to
the
have
rocket
James-
launcher? Yes, they have a rocket launcher.
As much as it would be cool to have James come riding in on the back of the Golem with a rocket launcher, it's probably better if I have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So firstly, I need you to make a intelligence plus gun foo roll, just to check how you know how to use this rocket launcher.
All right.
Can we assume he like Googled it as well beforehand?
Do I have the crossbow with the new whatever it's called?
I don't think you made a crossbow. I think you made a stake thrower rail rifle that Robert has. I think you made the things for that. I don't think you made any crossbow
Okay,
bolts.
that's what it was. It was the new rail because it was like it was the other.
Yeah, he's got an entire magazine of cold iron tipped stakes for his railgun, which
That's what it
Robert
was.
has.
I made it so that I've got the first set of 5 of them is 3 wooden ones, and then 2 with sky iron on,
Okay.
and then
So
I've got another one that starts with the 3 remaining sky iron.
okay, so with the roll of 12, you know how to use this. You're pretty intelligent.
Okay.
What you need to do is you need to spend an action to extend it and lock it into place, and then it takes just an action to fire it like any normal gun, but you'll take an action to prep it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I have the dagger and the dragon sphere. That's what it is.
Oh,
Dagon
Dagon Sphere.
Dagon Sphere.
Yeah.
The Dagon sphere, yeah.
Okay. So, what time of day were you planning to do this? I think you planned to do this about evening, wasn't it?
It was evening.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we definitely
Probably.
passed a group of students heading to a party.
Yeah. So, you all are hiding around where Imogen and Violet have been conducting a spell. You notice in the dark as it starts to settle down around you, because it starts pretty early these days, one figure walking towards you in a long grey herringbone coat, red bow tie, tweed waistcoat, the form of Pennymew. Penrose, the librarian, also a fallen angel, walking down towards you, clutching one large leather-bound book and a smaller one on top. His hair, once sort of a vague greyish, is now quite visibly to you a blonde silver, which kind of shimmers like it's underwater slightly in the light. He
Subtle.
heads down to the clearing. Violet says a bit and backs off. And he looks around at all of you, even those of you who are hidden. Who
Yeah,
he quite
we were all
visibly spots.
hiding. Yeah, we were all hiding, and he still saw us all. And we rolled high. I remember I rolled like really well.
I drama pointed mine.
Yeah, I think we all did. Or I got like a 25 or something ridiculous. I can't remember what it was.
That's probably
We've all
Layla
made
without
sure we
drama
don't have any we've all made sure we don't have any ink or books or anything on us as well. 'Cause
Yeah.
we know
Yes.
we let that
Well, yeah, no ink.
just to make sure.
Okay. Imogen. Some of your books
Yeah?
make for really interesting reading.
Yeah.
Don't you have anything else to do?
No, I've got plenty of spare time. Well, actually, I've got something else to do right now.
If you want to listen to anything, any fanfic of Imogen, go check out Monster Hearts episode at Halloween over at Roll4It.
The worst part
You
for
can-
Penny Moo is she wrote the ending in pencil, so he has no idea how it.
Yeah, no, he has no idea how it
Right.
ends. Like, it's literally the
Characters-
spy-
that's like the worst
spiders
book.
drop
You read it,
down,
you don't
and
know
then
the
that's
end.
it. The bit of the spiders
Oh, no,
after
no,
that
no.
is all pencil.
She cuts it earlier, right when
Oh.
the two characters are walking down into the basement, clearly going to do something.
Oh, okay. Hmm. And with that, Penny Moo steps forwards up to you, Imogen, since you're the one in the clearing.
Yeah, naturally.
Is anyone intervening, or are you just going to let him spiel?
He's going up to Imogen.
He walks up to Imogen.
I would like to jump out of
Okay.
the tree.
In which case, I want you all to roll initiative. And let's start this.
Because I think we're all hiding behind the trees and shit. 20
Definitely
initiative.
has a pocket knife.
5 successes
Okay.
for Layla.
Coming in at 5.
Glad you guys liked the. It seems like everyone really liked the Monster Hearts.
I had fun.
I
Oh,
really
I
want to
really
play
liked it.
that again. Like
Oh,
it
I
was
do.
so much fun. I love that character that I got to play. Like Luna was really fun.
Dude, your character was such a, like a... At the beginning, we were like, oh, she's fine. We can have promises.
The plot twist. Lauren's face was
Well,
like.
people promise. I was like,
Lauren's face though was like yes. when I was like, oh, I'd like to. Yeah. I think I actually really liked Harriet the most though, because you were just so into it. It was real
Wow.
creepy.
I was really into it, but also looking back, I did some genuinely horrific things.
Oh, you really
No,
did.
you did some horrific things.
You really did to me. Thank you for that.
yeah,
You were
that's true.
so mean to Rose. I was like, oh
Mm.
my god.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Violet gets a 14. James gets a
When-
13.
whenever
I'm rolling
you
natural
start-
10s for my NPCs. It's a good day.
Yes.
take it.
As long as it's not Penny Moo.
After all this madness that I've had this morning, this is what I need. Violet and James to survive, please.
Let me check. What is Penny Moo's... Yeah, he's on 20.
I was a little nervous about Monster Hearts because I had never played it before, but I had played Dungeon World and Apocalypse World before, so I was kind of prepped. But I was worried because we usually do like a test run, so that we're all we know our
Yeah,
characters.
we didn't really have time
mesh
before
better.
the Halloween.
Yeah, we didn't do any of that, so I'm like, oh god, I don't know how our characters are gonna play together.
Right, okay, so who got the highest out of all you?
I think it was me. I had a 20, which is 5
It was
successes. Yeah.
Yeah.
In which case, you and me need to roll off. You versus Penny Moo. So if you can roll again.
Oh shit! Penny Moo, fuck off. 20 again, 5.
Please
I'm,
roll
at least I'm
again.
consistent.
You gotta roll again.
Wait.
Seriously?
Are you serious?
Yeah?
4
I think he has a blank.
He's
20s in a row.
got a set stat. Yeah.
It's
Ah, right.
All right, rolling again.
Okay.
Oh, 16.
So is
That's
16 the highest out of all of you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Penny Moo on 20. Then it's Layla on 16. Anyone else? Who's next?
I'm
I'm last.
10.
Oh wait, actually.
Yeah, I'm tied.
So what was that? Barnaby and Imogen?
5.
Yeah,
Five.
it would be next is. You said James or Violet, then James, then
Violet.
Bobbert, and then
James.
Barnaby can happen on the same turn, unless you want us to roll off.
Bobbert. Actually, I will get you to roll off just because it'll be a bit quicker that way.
Mm-hmm.
Bobbert, you got 10, right?
Yep.
Barnaby got 6, and
Sorry, read my.
Imogen got 5. So Barnaby.
By the way, it's the fall season, and eggnog's out. Bruh. You can put eggnog in your coffee. So good. While we're doing initiative, just throwing some tips out there.
Just a little public service announcement.
Just a public service announcement. You can get eggnog without milk for those of you non-milk drinkers.
Mhm.
I have run out of
And
milk.
eggnogs, but
Yeah.
we're good.
Or you can
Ooh.
just drink vodka.
I guess, like, you could do that all year around.
Precisely. Okay, so top of the turn order
Eggnog
is
and vodka would be good. Probably.
Penny
Like
Moo.
white
Don't
Russian
have vodka
style?
in it anyway.
Put
Penny
alcohol in eggnog.
Penny Moo is going to take this opportunity to. Oh, he's got one
No,
person
it's
in
autumn
front
now.
of
You're
him.
England. Okay, fine. So what's the order? I jump out of the trees, but I don't get to go first. I'm guessing.
Yeah, he acts first. So
Because
yeah,
he knows I'm there. Makes sense.
Penny Moo is going to pick you up, Imogen, and throw you at Violet. He's the only person that's in range, really. So you can dodge if you want.
Yes, I would like to try to dodge.
Okay. He's going to hold some actions back, FYI, to use as reactions, but he's going to attack you if you could make your reaction.
Don't think that's gonna do it.
No, that is definitely not going to work. So, Mr. Penrose, your librarian, who you've known for a few years, steps forwards into your grasp. You try and stumble backwards. However, you stumble backwards over the small fire
There were
of
like
herbs.
3 crows yelling at each other outside my room. It was kind
Oh,
of dramatic.
yeah. You get confused by these crows suddenly squawking. It throws your dodge off balance. He grabs you and throws you over at Violet, picking you up by the arm. Let me have a look at this. Must go first. Yep, you take 10 points of damage.
All right. As she gets thrown into Violet, she's like, "Yeah, it's just a normal librarian."
I told you something was weird with him. No one believed me.
Layla says as she runs up, it's your go, Layla.
Okay. I think I need to use I guess I don't have the other thing. I only have the spear, right? Oh, that's right. I have this thing because I was training with it. What do I get for that now? Hold on, I gotta
If you
go-
want to try and hold it against someone's skin long enough for it to use its full power, it would have been a -5. It's now a -2.
Yeah, it's -2 now. Right. Okay. I am going to first, because he's behind, or I'm behind him now because he ran up and grabbed her, and I guess I want to like stake him. I guess with the dagger.
Sure, that would be a stab if you want. You
'Cause
can do a
it's-
stab, anything you want. You can do like a stab to the heart or something if you really want,
sorry.
but it makes it harder to hit.
Being crazy. What do you want, buddy? He's like being crazy. What do I roll? Is that the same as like?
Are you just
staking?
doing the one stabby thing, or are you doing
Yeah.
anything else? Okay. If you just
I
do
want to
one-
stab with the dagger.
Okay, so that would be a normal stab. I think it counts as the same as a stake because it's medieval. And if you're just doing a normal stab, it'll be Dex plus getting medieval.
And would stake to the heart do anything for him,
You don't know.
or does it do extra damage? Maybe.
It normally does extra damage.
Okay, I'll do that then, because I have a button for it. And do I have any modifiers?
Yeah, there's modifiers for doing to the heart. It's a -3.
No. Other than the base one, I already have that.
Okay, no, there's no modifiers. So it's just a dex plus getting medieval minus 3, as per usual.
Okay. Shit. How did I do so terrible?
You've got a modifier that isn't complete on the end there.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, it didn't. It
You need
didn't
to
have
It
a
didn't
roll.
actually do anything. Okay.
Yeah, these sheets have an issue,
There we
whereas
go.
the modifiers left blank, it won't roll.
All right, 17, which is a 5 success.
Let me check, because he's holding a lot of reactions back.
If a 5 success doesn't hit, what?
He's going to spend a drama point, and he's going to parry that. He can't parry, so he's going to dodge that.
Okay.
As you come in with the knife from behind, he preternaturally, speedily just spins around and kind of Matrix style leans back as you stab forwards, and then goes straight upright, only bending at the knees. Layla. Such a
Yeah, I'm-
disappointment.
When I before I did it, I was like, "Don't touch my friends," and then clearly did not do very well with my 5.
That brings it down to Violet.
The spear.
Violet
Yeah,
just
I
kind
used
of
the dig on spear, but I just needed
watches. She should have rolled actually to be hit by you, Imogen. So I will quickly roll for her to see if she gets knocked down.
Does she just sit and watch as someone gets thrown at her?
11. I'll say it's enough to get out of the way of someone being thrown. It's a pretty slow-moving object. Yeah, so she dodges out of the way, Imogen, as you land next to her. She looks down at you and goes, well, it doesn't necessarily mean he's a fallen angel, does it?
Get me his blood.
Make an influence check
And willpower?
and willpower. And you can use your attractiveness modifier, which is 0.
Which is 0.
14. That is 3 successes. 3
Just slide
successes.
in the ground. Get me his blood.
3 successes is enough. She looks at you, and a smile starts to crease the edges of her face as you notice this. And she's not that interested in Penny Moo, she's more interested in how angry you are. And she starts pulling at something inside her little satchel she's got. And she pulls out what seems to be, let me just find it here. There's a small chocolate rabbit that looks like someone had got it during a Easter sale. And scroll on the side of the foil, in marker, is the name Layla. Just give me a second. And she pulls out a marker and starts scrubbing out the name Layla. And she quickly writes on it, Pennymoo, didn't you say? She writes Pennymoo on the side.
Oh, fuck. You wrote it in marker. Not the fucking pen!
Did you tell her about pens? You didn't.
I feel like
Yeah, we did.
Did you?
Whenever
We
she was in the
split it.
room with us, we talked about it. I remember.
Okay, in which case she
Yeah,
doesn't
she
pull out a
brought
marker.
pile of books.
I don't know if she believed us, but
we were
Yeah,
like,
whether she chose to believe us or not is, is your decision, but like we were pretty
You made
clear
enough
about
rolls
that.
earlier that she believes you enough about that she probably wouldn't. In which
I
case,
know for sure we did talk about it.
Okay, in which case she pulls out
Before the teeth brushing and period experience.
she pulls out a paintbrush and a small bottle of what seems to be some sort of black liquid, and scrawls on the side quickly the name Pennymoo, and then I think she. Just
Oh yeah,
has to
we
break
showed
it.
her. We literally showed her the writing change,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and she was like, "Oh, I'm sure you could do that in magic."
There we
You're
go.
just
Okay, yeah. In which case, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. She's gonna break the idol. So she holds the rabbit in her hand, and then closes a fist around it, and you see the chocolate just break and the tinfoil crumple inside. It just looks like a normal chocolate bunny's been broken. However, and she will drama point
Is it
this
one of
for
those,
you.
like fancy lint bunnies.
It is
it
actually a
was
limp bunny.
literal
It is actually a
really
limp bunny.
Oh, such a waste.
Got
We've got to
no
eat
bell
that
on it.
later.
There's a
Case-
plus 10 on this.
Irony.
It's a 20. She rolled a 1. Ooh. 20.
That's still
Okay.
5 successes.
5 successes. I need to check his stats because he has a -4. That is 3 successes. Turn to Bunny is a power level 3 spell. She just succeeds. literally just succeeds. Okay, in which case,
Bunny moo.
as the idol crushes, you see a slight puff of what appears to be like white fur. And Layla, as you pull the knife back, Penny Mew shrinks. And there's just like this long-eared, floppy, white
What's a
silver
floppy-eared
bunny. Just there, nose twitching.
Have that spell to fuck with vengeance demons.
As you look at her, she goes, "It was a practical joke at work. We invented it."
That is the most adorable thing I've ever seen.
Let's go eat some thumper.
Now
Does
I need to
combat
touch it
end
with this
now?
ball.
Yeah, are we done?
No, I need to touch it with the ball.
Permanent. It's probably like success level turns.
She shouts at all of you. Just
Wait,
grab-
did you want to turn me into a bunny?
You don't know about that part.
You don't know
okay.
about that part. Only
Okay.
Imogen could
Oh.
see. He was close enough.
I didn't know if I could see the
No.
writing.
She shouts at all of you.
Well,
if
Maggie
you-
just put that together.
If you hurt it, it will turn back. So get the blood. That makes it James's turn. James
No,
has
touch it with
heard-
the spear. We need to touch it with the spear.
James has
That's
heard the
not
commotion.
bad either.
Yeah, James has heard the commotion. James is going to do his action, and then he's going to start running. That makes it Bobbitt's turn. Oh, and Gollum needs to add itself to the tracker. Oh God, make me add the Gollum as well. Great, so many NPCs.
Don't give us so many NPCs. You gotta just kill them off sooner.
He goes after Violet, but before James because he ultimately loses any ties because he's slow.
So, like this fight starts and I raise the stakes or and they're like, use the spit. Wait, what? As it becomes as he just like I just run up to it. Like, do I shoot? I don't understand. How
Don't
does
shoot
this
it! Don't
work?
shoot it!
You run up to it. This
Don't shoot it!
previously nerd form, now encased in this dull grey armor that hasn't yet been painted. Small Game Boy face there, just with a little smile on it, telling you that your health is fine. Big, massive railgun thing in one hand, rocket launcher just slung over your shoulder. Run up to this little floppy bunny that's just on the ground, floppy ears down by its side.
Cute.
Don't shoot at it. Also, isn't
I'm
it
just
adorable?
aiming at it, really confused. Like, I guess I shoot it when he turns back.
Yes. Can he hold his
Right,
action?
I guess I hold an action to shoot him with the stake thrower as soon as he transforms back.
I will say you can hold that as an aim action because it does take place, unless it happens before the end of the turn, that will take place as an aim action because at the end of the turn you can act to do an aim action instead of acting in your turn. So if it happens after the end, you can do an aim action on that.
So don't hurt the bunny until next round.
And I also shout, use the sphere.
Barnaby, you're up.
Wait till my turn.
Barnaby was like striding through the forest in demon form, but is now a little bit deflated. Like, I'm gonna wait then.
We're all just standing around this rabbit.
Yeah.
This is not how any of us thought this fight would go.
Barnaby runs up to the rabbit and then just halts, just unsure quite what to do.
Don't hurt it yet.
Okay.
Someone make fun out of
Oh,
this.
God,
Is just
I
us all.
would
Yeah,
mind.
we're all just all
Yeah,
our
you can hold your
characters
action.
are
What action would you like to hold?
I'm gonna hold fireball.
Okay, Barnaby's fist shakes and you see flames erupt around it. And he starts just pumping his fist slightly as the flames grow hotter and hotter as he starts aiming at the bunny, a little bit in a confused state. That brings us to Imogen.
Oh, maybe we should get that as our poster for this month. Like all of our characters around this little bunny.
Tiny bunny. So Imogen will like dust herself off, or I don't know, mud herself off, and get closer. And she's like,
One action
I
to get up.
really want some of its blood, but we should probably use the spear first.
Yeah, spear first, then blood.
Fine. So I won't do anything other than stand
Because
up.
if we hurt it with the if we take the blood, it's hurting it and it'll change.
Yeah, it is unclear whether or not
That's what I'm assuming. Yeah.
I suspect it probably will because it'll be counted as hurting it. But
Yeah,
it won't.
he's like, yeah, take the blood, go for it.
Imogen's like holding her pocket knife, like
Imogen looks down at this little bunny, which just looks up at her, blinks its eyes, nose shuffles a little bit, and
and she's like, your feet would be very lucky. It's a good thing you've got 4 of them.
What?
That's why she's not killing it. It's got 4 rabbit's feet.
That brings us to the top of the turn. And Rabbit, Penny Moo. Who is going to hop? He's going to try and hop away. He doesn't get very far, and I assume you all just move with him because he's a rabbit.
Yeah, we're all just gonna move with him. Yeah.
I'm very surprised this didn't turn out like that bit in Holy Grail. When he just...
Oh, where he like changes and he like becomes like a evil bunny. Yeah. Oh God. No.
Behind the
Also,
rabbit.
hashtag spoilers, but
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think their spoilers are past on Holy Grail.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one is like out of spoiler territory, just into meme-ness. Okay, that makes it
hey, I'm just saying.
Layla.
I would like to touch the bunny with a ball.
I will need to check the wording of the spell then.
Here, play with this.
Boop.
Transforms the target into a long-eared rabbit. It transforms the target, but is it? I wrote these after last episode. I was like, I'm gonna have so much fun.
I can't believe the bunny thing worked. That is so great.
One.
This is like 0% what I expected to happen.
Well, I decided for once it could be me who throws you off balance rather than you making me do stuff on the fly. Yeah, I think that would be fine. Okay, I won't make you roll a test because it's a rabbit. Like, in one hand you pick the rabbit up, in the other hand you have this strange orange sphere like the size of a largish grapefruit, and you just... I don't have a rabbit toy, but I should have got one. And with that...
I might actually have one.
Get a rabbit, quickly!
Get a,
I don't know.
maybe go
No!
get a physical rabbit.
Yes!
Barbie! Yes!
Now we need a
you
grapefruit.
just need a spear to shove in your face.
Now we need a grapefruit.
As Layla holds the grapefruit to the front of the rabbit, it begins to shine inwardly. That small glow just gets brighter and brighter and brighter and sears against the rabbit. The rabbit starts shuffling and then the light just goes... Phew. The Dagon Sphere is drained. When exposed to a Dagon Sphere via touch, Pennymoo loses 50 life points.
Holy crap, that's so many life points.
Yeah, but how many does he start with?
Barbie's like, yeah.
2 drama points.
Oh.
Reduces his armor by half. Reduces regeneration to every minute rather than every round. Reduces his resistance mystical by 2. Lowers his strength and dexterity by 2.
Damn.
Thank God we used that.
Yeah.
And with that, the rabbit falls to the ground, slightly smoking, and poof, Pennymoo
Yeah, I think-
rises up from the ground. His held actions trigger because he's now back in human form. And he's going to use...
Bet that makes you happy. Hew, 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 hew.
He is hopping mad. He's going to use Tattered Wings. Pennymoos the wings of the full and able to give true flight. They can be used to knock back everyone around. Make a Dex or Strength Acrobatics check. You can make either.
Dex or strength. I will do
Dex.
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 Yeah, it's gotta be Dex as the only thing I have.
21, which is 6 successes.
I actually got 2 successes.
Congratulations!
Still not enough, but whatever.
I got 3. Is it enough?
Okay, so everyone who got a 17 or higher is fine. Everyone else, you are pushed back just out of combat range. And anyone who got 2 successes or less, you are knocked prone as well.
God damn it.
Oh,
So-
shit.
That knocks prone
That is
Barnaby
less.
and Imogen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I do the cool backwards on my feet slide.
You're like just Layla as usual.
These black tattered wings just appear from his back, sort of half transparent, and they just beat down.
Do you believe us now?
Blasts of air. This point, Violet does look over and go, I think he was cuter as a rabbit.
I
Yeah,
agree.
no shit.
Can you do that again? Because
I only had the one. That means your actions trigger. Barnaby, you are on the ground, so yours fails because your situation has changed.
We're just making a petting zoo with all the
Robert,
people.
you're still
Yeah.
upright, so you can fire.
Yep.
We're gonna have a rabbit, frog. We're just gonna keep adding on to the animals in our.
I mean, I did consider how long would it last. Could Imogen keep that rabbit?
Yeah.
Not very long. It's a practical joke spell.
I figured.
So am I firing now?
Yeah, you're triggered because you aren't on the ground.
All right. So, is there what's the bonus for aiming?
Perception. You add your perception.
Ah, yes. And that is +4. I forget my perception's quite nice.
And your dex
All right.
suit.
Yep, that's helping as well. Add 4 to this. Oh, jeez. I rolled 10. I got a success.
Yeah, you fire the stake rifle, and there's a blast of plasma out the front as it ejects and hits a tree nearby, which just splinters out in a massive, like, just radial explosion, and the tree.
What the fuck? Weak ass tree.
Damn it! What's that sight? I mean, thieves.
That makes it Violet.
Yes, Violet, do something very good. That bunny thing was like very, very helpful.
This will
Now
look
a
great on my
chicken.
CV. And she pulls out a small quartz crystal from her bag.
Wouldn't
And
it be a DV?
What are you gonna do with that?
The demon Viate?
she intones something to the crystal and then just throws it at Pennymoo. It doesn't actually need to hit. She needs to roll with it because it counts as a spell. So she's going to draw and point this as well because she's already she hasn't cast because it's an enchanted spell, so it doesn't count as cast. It counts as flat. So spell, enchanted spell, +10 to this because of drawn point. 21, that does work. Okay, the quartz crystal flies over and hits Pennymoo square in the back between his wings as they retract. And he kind of looks a bit quizzically over, and then you see the quartz crystal just glimmer slightly on the floor, and then crack, and break into fragments. And Pennymoo suddenly seems slightly larger, slightly more imposing, and like all light is bending towards him. And you feel yourselves unable to really draw your attention particularly from him, like he is the center of your attention right now. He is currently affected by a center of attention spell, which means he gets +2 on all social checks, but attackers get +2 to hit him, as everything is directed towards him. So anytime you target Pennymoo from now on, for the remainder of this combat, I believe you have +2 to hit.
That'll help me not completely screw up my shots.
Gollum is going to complete 1 round of walking. James is also going to complete 1 round of walking. Bobbit, you're up.
All right, I'm going to try shooting him again. Maybe this time I'll hit.
Okay. Are you going to use
Don't-
aim or non-aim?
Roll a 1.
Well, if I aim, then I'll end up with a... Actually, that'll still work out, won't it? If I use an extra action to aim, I'll get a +2 overall.
It's not an action to aim. It means you wait until the end of the turn, and then your action takes place. But you get
okay.
you get plus perception.
And that's all right. I'll go for that.
Okay. In which case, that makes it Barnaby. Or Bakhtabi, as you currently are.
Mm.
The demon.
Barnaby's just going to be like, now punch,
Yeah.
and then throw a fireball.
Yeah.
Yes, punch.
Punch is a fireball.
Demon smash.
Ugh.
So which do you do, the punch or the fireball?
Oh, well, I mean, the way I do fireballs is by punching, so...
Okay, so you punch in midair, and the fire goes forwards in a fireball from your hand. You can roll your fireball attack.
I think that is pyrokinesis plus
I believe
will.
plus willpower? Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna get lit.
Plus
I'm
2,
gonna-
right?
Oh yeah, +2 to hit. I'm going to drama point this as well.
Okay.
So that's instantly 15? 24!
Ah! yeah, he's gonna... Well, I'd have to know him before you rolled, so he's gonna elect to try and dodge, because we've one of his held dodge actions, and as he dodges to the side, the fireball kind of swings in midair along with your fist, and hits him in the side of the face, doing... Isn't it for you 2 times willpower plus successes?
Yeah, it's willpower times successes in damage. So I have 2, so it's 2 times whatever my successes are.
Holy crap. And how many successes did you get there?
7.
That is 7.
7! So that's 14 points of fire damage, right?
And yeah, I'm assuming he catches on fire as well. I don't know how you want to do like the actual catching on fire of stuff, because there's like a it's a match. It's the sun.
Oh god, there is for that,
But
isn't
then
there?
he's
There's
now.
like abilities that say, yeah, he now catches on fire depending on how much damage he takes, etc.
I don't know if this.
I
is one
don't
of them.
think a person catches on fire. I think that inanimate objects catch on fire.
Well, they're clothes. If they're
Yes.
wearing
Yeah,
clothes,
if it's like
his
the
clothes.
ignite spell,
he's getting.
then you can set people's clothes on
Okay.
fire.
I would disagree.
Yeah.
Okay.
People can be on fire.
Also true.
Yep.
I will say then, because he did get 7
Fireworks.
successes, and there are a lot of fireworks going on right now. There's a lot of fireworks
What is
going
that
on.
noise?
Fireworks.
It's Guy Fawkes Day in the UK.
Yeah, we
It sounds like a
celebrate...
drum kit.
That does not sound like fireworks.
We celebrate capturing and torturing and then murdering in public a terrorist who tried to take out the monarchy 411
It sounds
years
like
ago.
someo's trying to give Morse code to somebody in the background.
Very, very
like,
poor
that's
Morse
what-
code.
that's
Very,
what it
very
sounds
dull
like.
and echoey.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to say that for 7 successes, then his clothes do catch on fire, and he will continue to take... clothes are probably not that hot. 2 points of fire damage per turn.
Yeah, I mean.
Until he
Bastion's pretty old.
stops, drops, and rolls.
Until he puts it out, yeah.
I should have aimed for the bucks. Ah.
Should have aimed for the
Next
books. Yeah. Derp.
That makes it
He's like-
Imogen.
Oh, did you see? He's like, he got nervous there. He's like, don't touch my books.
I had to think for a moment. I was like, what would the effect of that be? Oh, yeah, I remember what they are. So, Imogen, you're up.
Oh,
Imogen
his hair. That's a good point. Could light his
Me.
hair.
to stand up, which is going to be one of her actions.
You're already
And then,
standing up, aren't you? I think you stood up last turn. Or did you?
No, but then you
Oh,
knocked me down again.
yeah. Okay, you stand up.
Knocked down.
Up
Over and
again.
over and over again.
Dub,
So she's going to stand up. She would like to attempt to damage him using this damaging spell because it is more effective if she does it earlier on. She's going to try one time with her pocket knife to just stab him.
Okay.
Her goal is not really to deal any damage. She just needs to get enough blood to cast the spell.
Okay, so you're going to use a pig sticker knife to try and do a stab.
Really, even just a slash. She's probably going to try and aim for open skin somewhere that's not covered, just because
Okay.
paper cut would probably do it.
In which
Yeah, just a little
case,
slash.
make me
Slice him a
a
little.
dexterity plus getting medieval.
Okay. +2.
Plus 2.
Is anyone else ganging up on him?
Yeah, Layla is.
all are?
Okay,
Barnaby
so
is as well.
plus another 2.
I'm out of combat
And-
range.
You're out
so
of
I'm
combat
not.
range, yeah.
Yeah.
Barnaby, did
so
you get
that's
up, by the
plus-
way, before throwing the punch? You didn't get up, did you? So Barnaby's still knocked down, but threw the punch from the ground, in which case he doesn't count as ganging up, so you only get the gang up for Layla.
Okay.
Okay.
So +2, plus my getting medieval and my dexterity. So that's 3. It's not terrible. 2 successes.
His other held action, he dodges out of the way.
There.
Very easily. As you just come forward with a knife, randomly trying to just slash towards somewhere where there's open skin, which is probably going to be like his face, and he just
Probably have to
backpedals.
use like a drama point. He's really a jerk.
Yeah, I was gonna give it a go.
However, that
Yeah,
does mean that
first try.
Robert's attack triggers.
And it also means he has no more dodge actions, so hopefully.
True,
That's good.
nice.
All right, so I get D10. This is +5 for my dex, +4 for my perception, +2 for center of attention. I'm wondering if I should drama point this just for maximum effect.
Is your damage at all based upon success levels?
I forget.
Only the normal, you
this-
get plus success levels.
It helps. Base damage is 20. Yeah, let's go for it, because I'm annoyed about missing the last time. So spending this, so I need to add... This is going to be a d10 plus 21?
Okay.
Yeah!
30!
Damn, dude.
This is called super heroic. That is 9
Yeah.
successes.
Second time for him. He's so.
So, Robert, in Iron Man form, I assume you have like the face is actually open so we can see your face. Glasses still
Yeah.
on carefully. The head is covered by this grey metallic armor, down the arms, down the chest, little Game Boy face, like goes from smiley to aggressive, like grrr, as your rifle goes.
It has like little furrowed eyebrows.
Yeah, like 10 little furrowed eyebrows.
Yeah, so cute.
How much damage does that do?
Normally it does 20.
Okay. Plus
Plus
9,
success level?
so 29. Does it normally do 20? That seems awfully high.
It's because I upgraded it, because
Oh,
I made
yeah.
it like power level 3.
Okay. You hit him square in the chest. There is a sound like tearing silk, but incredibly loud. And you hear what can only be described as a short guttural scream, but very, very short, like someone clipped it off. As the impact just tears open his waistcoat, his shirt, his jacket along one side, and a little bit of blood, just a little trickle, emerges from a small hole next to a beginning of a bruise.
Get the blood.
Like when I did this
That
to a
did-
demon, it like took his face off, and with him it's like he bleeds a bit.
That did a bit of damage.
Hey, he had
just-
50
just a
points
bit.
that he lost, but 29 was still only a bit of damage.
Just a bit.
He didn't take 29 points of damage.
I did 50 damage to him, and it didn't really
That's the
seem
point.
like it
Yeah,
did much.
he'll still have resistance, I guess. That's
Okay.
the second wooden one. The sky iron ones are still to come. I'm saving those for when it seems like he's about to die, because you have to use them to finish him.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the dagger stuff.
Okay, that brings us to the top of the round. Pennymoo. He's very unhappy. Unfortunately, you're annoyingly far away, Robert. Layla's nearby. Imogen's nearby. He knows you're a witch, but he's still... You haven't done that much. He's still kind of worried about Layla.
She's the Slayer.
She is the Slayer.
I have ineffectually tried to stab him with a pocket knife.
Yeah. He's going to assume you're kind of burnt out, and he's going to go fully after Layla. Barnaby's on the ground. He doesn't really care that much about Barnaby right now. He will give Barnaby 1 attack. He's going to give Layla 2, and he's going to
Thank
reserve 1 dex. Okay.
And he's taking negatives to those. And he
Yep.
also has a bunch of negatives because we just debuffed him.
So he looks over at Layla as he's going to bring his foot down on Barnaby, and he says, "What a horrible human hybrid. If only you could be pure." And he stamps down on Barnaby. Barnaby, you can attempt to use your reaction to dodge. However, you are on the ground. There will be a -2 to that.
Okay.
Tackle him. Grab his leg.
Oh yeah, bite him in the leg.
Bite his kneecaps off.
Yeah, ankle biter. Ooh, trip him, kick him.
I'm gonna start by dodging so I don't get my head caved
That's a
in.
good
But
start,
yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Good start, yeah.
-2 to this then.
That's impressive. You're still hit.
No. Yeah.
Let me just check my modifiers because I'm acting, I'm
You
acting, I'm
say
acting, I'm
that's
reduced.
impressive. You're still here.
No, you're still
still
hit.
What?
He's gonna make. Actually, he's only making 1 attack on Layla. 3 actions. That's a -4. -2 is 14. Okay. Yeah, that still hits. He does. This is a kick. 2 times. Strength plus 1. You take 22 points of damage.
What? Oh my god. Okay, fine.
Like
And then
5 rocks.
he's going to spin around and he's just going to punch Layla. So, Layla, if you want to make your reaction,
Yeah. I guess I can only really dodge, right? I want to like.
You can equally do parry, but they're the same roll.
I want to use a strength dodge type of thing because I want to grab his hand, his fist. Instead of like dodging like acrobatically, like using my dex, I want to use my strength to like grab his hand.
You can't
stop
really
him.
do that because that's counted as a parry. I would say if you took negatives on your parry, you could then do a grapple from the parry if you're successful enough, but you'd take another negative. It's up to you.
Oh, and I can't use a drama point, right?
I'd say just use a strength, a dexterity parry with the negative modifier, and then add a drama point if you wanted.
No, I'll just dodge out of the way.
Okay.
We'll just do it. We'll just do a normal dodge. It's fine. So 15, and that's 4 successes.
Oh, damn. Let me just double check this. He's got a minus. Got -2 there. He's got minus. Yeah. You dodge.
Oh.
Okay, I want to say like I kind of like hit his hand and move out of the way.
Yeah, you see this fist coming at you, but it's slightly slower than before. And while you remember definitely getting punched and it really hurting last time you fought, this fist comes in and you're just like, that's a little bit slower as you lean out of the way and push it to the side. He is slightly annoyed. You can definitely see in his face that this is not exactly going exactly how he wanted so far. What with the floppy-eared bunny. That brings us to Layla. You're up.
All right. I would like to stab him with the dagger.
Okay.
I'm going to use a drama point.
Okay. Is this a stab through the heart or a normal stab?
It's stake to a heart, yeah.
Okay, stab
And
through the heart.
so I get +10, +2 because I get +2 to attack him. Any other things?
You get ganging up modifier with Imogen, so you get +2.
All right, cool. And here we go. This is going to be 35 to hit. I don't even know what that is. Is that 8?
That's
Nine?
godlike. That's 10. It's 10 successes.
10 successes?
That seems a bit off the chart.
And he dodges.
I want to like, as I like push his arm across and I want to stab him in the heart like this. And I want to be like, is that pure enough for you?
Ooh. Yeah, so you just, as he comes forward, you step inside his guard and bring the knife up and shove it directly up into his ribcage. And there is a light kind of spills out around your hand, this horrible grayish light that both acts as shadow and light at the same time, kind of reducing the contrast in the area as your fist kind of just pushes up a little bit inside him just to get the dagger all the way up to the heart. You do. This dagger counts as a normal dagger, so it's 2 times strength, and your strength is...
It's 8.
Okay, the modifier adds to the modifier there already is, so that's 16 times 4, because times 4 to the heart? Times 4 to the heart, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, 4 times. Instead of usual slabs. Okay. So it does 16 times 4, so that's 40 plus 24, so it's 64. Plus... No. That's after modifiers. Sorry. 16 plus 10, 26. Then times 4. That's 104 points of damage.
Come on.
That's a lot of damage. And it doesn't look like he resisted any of that, like he normally resists other damage. This knife passes into him like a normal knife would pass through a human. I don't know if you've stabbed a normal human before. I really hope you haven't, Layla. But this is how you would imagine a normal knife would stab a normal human. The knife passes in and straight up, and your fist actually follows up a little bit in there as he just... His mouth opens and distends beyond the normal, like, lock of the jaw, and it just screams in your face. This horrible, guttural, piercing sound that all of you find incredibly distressing. It doesn't give you any modifiers, but it's verging on giving you negatives. It's pretty painful. His wings open up and he flaps once and he backs up just enough to pull the dagger out. But you notice that your fist is covered in red blood and a few droplets of what appear to be liquid diamond, as far as you can tell. They glisten in the light and they have this sort of refractive quality where light passing through them is split into a sort of rainbow hue and they glisten as they fall down your fist.
Okay.
That makes it Violet's go. She is going to... I don't think she has much left.
No need to scream. Inside voices.
she's just gonna stand there and she's gonna be like, seriously, this is gonna look so great on my CV. She's gonna help Barnaby up.
Aw.
And then she's just gonna slap him on the
very
ass.
unviolent of her.
No, she helps him up. And
Smack
so-
him on the ass?
yes.
Oh, she does kind of. She does kind of like always
Consent.
look at him all interestingly. I think she has a crush.
Yeah, if she says that'll look great on my CV, I just go, well, you're not getting a reference from me if you do that again.
You can have a drama point.
Oh,
And that brings us to Gollum, who moves again.
Is the Gollum here yet?
James
No, it's
moves
got
again.
one more round.
It's got one more round. That brings us to Bobbit.
Shouldn't it be here by now? Doesn't it been 3?
No, this is the second round. On the first round, it was put in motion.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'll shoot him again.
Ooh,
I'm
you're
gonna
at your tipped ones.
No, this is the last wooden one, and then it's Sky Iron. I wanted to make sure that
Yes, because you've got 3 tipped.
Yeah, it was 3
3
and 2.
wooden and then 2 tip. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll probably not drama point that. Well, I'll aim and then I'll fire it at the end of the round again.
Okay. In which case, that makes it Barnaby.
I'm just feeling a little ineffectual, just staring at everyone else kicking ass. So I'm just going to be like, fireball again.
Okay.
And drama point it again because everyone is inspiring. So,
And you did just get smacked on the ass, so.
yeah. Conflicted feelings about that, but overall feeling pretty good.
Okay.
+2, +10.
it wasn't James smacking him in the ass.
I know, that's the problem.
That's confliction. Confliction?
Yeah, the conflict.
The conflict.
I think that's everything. Okay, cool. Damn it. Rolled a 1.
Oh.
Is that enough?
He's going to take the hit.
Uh-oh.
So that is willpower doubled. Willpower doubles success levels, right? So that's 4 success levels. He takes 8 points of damage. Okay. The fire hits him and washes over him, and he does seem to be visibly slightly burned by it.
Just slightly burned.
Yeah.
This guy is OP, dude. I just hit him for like 100 and something damage, plus the 50 before, plus Robert hit him for what, 29? Like, how much HP does he have?
Too much.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah.
But now I got some blood on my hand. You could take that.
I know, I'm planning on it.
At this point, Pennymoo stands back up, flames licking up one side, and he pulls out a small book from his pocket, and it looks like that book.
Getting an action before us?
No, he's not getting action. And it looks like that book has taken the majority of the impact. It is seared and charred and burned, and he throws it to the ground. He's putting a drama point to half damage he's taken already.
I mean, we do it. It's
I mean, that's
That's
fair.
good.
God
By the way,
damn
I'm
it.
gonna house rule
Close
that
to death.
everyone in any one scene can only do that once, so you can't spend all your drama points to keep halving damage.
I thought that was the thing anyway. You
If
could
it
only
is,
do
I'm
it
just
once.
making sure people are aware at home. Then totally. Okay, which brings us to.
Also, because fundamentally that would go on for infinity
Yeah.
because
Or until somebody runs out of drama points. Be a very long fight. Imogen.
I'm going to essentially high five Layla's bloody hand. I'm going
That'll be an
to-
action. Okay,
it's like-
you.
Yeah.
Imogen
nice
runs
job.
up, high fives Layla as Layla quickly gets the knife out of that hand. High fives you. There's a bit of blood over your face. Also, some of the like weird diamondy goop just like hits the side of your clothes and starts to run down it without really like merging in. And your hand is now kind of red and slightly diamondy.
And then she's going to begin Scarlet Drain. So
Damn.
with the -2 for the high five. Because, I assume I don't get any gang act bonuses on that.
No, it doesn't count as an attack. Also, you have a -2 for already having cast a spell on James, right?
James, yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to draw my point in this regardless.
Okay.
Do I still get the +2 for attacking him from the center of attention?
Let me just double check the wording. Center of attention, +2 to hitting them with physical attacks, so no.
Okay. So I have willpower, occultism, sorcery, and I'm so bad at mental math right now. Okay. 23.
That is reduced
That
because
is
of his
6
mystic.
successes.
It's reduced to 21 because of his mystic resistance. 21 is
That is
still
6 successes.
6 successes. And you need how many to cast a spell? Only 4, right?
Yep.
That's cast. Let us know what it does.
So it does willpower times success levels and damage. So that is 4 times 6 success levels, so 24 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I can continue that for 6 turns.
His armor will count against this, but it's 26 points of damage, right? 26? 26.
Yes. 6 times 4 is 24.
24, sorry, 24. So he takes pretty good amount of damage.
Just standing there, like, drawing in the air these strange runes that I think probably for a moment, like, you see the streak of blood, like,
Yeah, no,
hover
as you draw the runes,
here.
the blood does stay in the air until the spell is fully complete.
Oh,
At which
is it like
point-
crystally looking?
A little bit, actually, yeah. At which point they kind of glow a deep red, and shadow sort of streams out from them, connects to the open wound in his chest, at which point the shadow starts to dissipate as blood starts to seep from the wound and float over to Imogen's outstretched hand, and it starts to coil itself around and sort of takes the shape of a
She
snake.
probably just, like, wipes it, gets the, like, blood on her face.
Blood war paint. Imogen, I also need you to take a willpower test.
Yeah, that's fine. Just single willpower or willpower double?
Single willpower. First time casting.
Ooh.
Yeah, you regain the trait sadistic, particularly when it comes to bloodletting.
Good.
Uh-oh.
Great. I just talked her out of that.
Seeing this, I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, you look over, by the way, and that blood that is coming forth almost seems to be alive like a snake. As you see one end coil up her arm, and over her shoulder, looking over at Pennymoo, it does take on the form of a snake out of blood.
Okay, that's pretty badass. Layla likes that. That's
Snakes,
metal as
okay?
fuck.
Yeah, blood snakes.
I might be sadistic, but at least I'm not hooked on magic.
Well, I don't know that yet.
Yeah.
Instead of hooked on phonics, it's hooked on.
Hooked on magic.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Robert, you can shoot now.
All right. So this will just be D10 plus 11 this time. There's all the same modifiers as before. 5 for Dex, 4 for Perception, 2 for Center of Attention.
Yeah.
20. 5 successes.
He is going to have used his dodge on that, but I believe he... Ooh. His
Ooh,
dodge,
Imogen, the
his
blood
dodge
mage.
matches you, which means that his dodge wins, because in this game you have to exceed
Aw.
defender. So yeah, he does dodge to the side, and it scrapes past his cheek, leaving like a faint line, but it goes and hits somewhere into the background in the woods, and you can hear there's a loud doof.
That's all right, because now we're on the Sky Iron ones.
And
I'm
as,
the sadistic one.
as you look over to see where it went, you notice James just walk past the streak, running in your direction, going, Robert, just be a little bit more careful where you put those, yeah? And massive 8-foot tall stone golem made out of granite just smashed its way through the undergrowth, bare meters behind him. They are now in combat.
Yay! James and his golem.
Pennymoo is going to take his turn now. He's going to do 2 things. He is going to really doesn't like Robert. Really, he's not liking Robert, but he also really doesn't like Layla now. He really doesn't like that knife in particular. Okay, he's going to do two things. Firstly, seeing the golem coming, and looks like he was somewhat taken aback there's a golem there, but he looks like he recognizes the fact that, yeah, you've been playing with a golem a lot. He smiles, and you can see the edge of his cheek just crease up slightly before blood leaks out a little bit out the corner of his mouth. And he pulls open a pen and cracks it. And the ink globs up into the air and flies over to the golem and hits it in the mouth before it begins to move into the cracks of the old ancient stone, pushes in and slowly disappears inside the mouth cavity. At which point the golem falls over head first into the ground.
I was hoping that was airtight. Should have put some sealant on it.
I was hoping it was ink tight. I don't really care about air.
The golem has a lot of
to be able to
momentum,
breathe.
by the way, so it continues forwards for like a good 2 or 3 meters, just turf piling up in front of it. Second action is he is going to disarm Layla. Layla, you
Yeah.
like to resist with parry.
Yeah.
So as per usual, that is a dexterity getting medieval to dodge because it's a parry.
Dexterity medieval.
Yes.
Okay, so dex plus medieval. Alright. And then I don't have any other bonuses, right?
Yeah, no bonus. Yeah, no bonuses to that.
That is going to be a 17. 5 successes.
Yeah, with his drama point, he well and truly succeeds. As
Did you say drama point before you said that?
even without the drama
I
point,
didn't-
he actually
I
passes.
didn't hear you
so...
say that you were doing a drama
Okay,
point before.
that's fair. I should call it, but for the sake of this, he spent a drama point because he's still passed even without the drama point. So you want him to use the drama point. But yeah, no, I should have called it. That's a good point. But I will mark it down. He's used one for that.
Because if I heard that, I probably would have drama pointed too.
He'd have passed even without the drama point. So it's probably a good thing you didn't. As you pull the knife back and ready for another lunge, he just grabs your hand, peels the knife out, and holds it. That's not very nice of you, is it, Layla? And you can see that his hand is slightly reddening, like a rash is growing around where he's holding the knife.
I never said I was going to be nice.
That makes it your turn.
And I'm going to try to get that back.
Okay.
How can I get the dagger back?
That is a disarm attack. A disarm
Okay.
attack is a dexterity plus getting medieval with a -2. Resisted with
Okay.
parry. If you
But-
fail at it, it will do damage to you as if you were hit by the weapon.
I'm going to drama point.
And
He's
you
gonna
get
drum
plus
point.
2
Do I still get the +2 for ganging up?
You get +2 for ganging up. You get +2 for sentinel retention as well.
For
Yeah.
attack as well. Okay. And that's it, I think.
Yep. He's drum pointing. FYI.
And do I get any of my strength or dex or anything added to that too?
It's dexterity getting medieval. -2, +2, +2. +10 because it's
So
drum
it's
pointing.
dexterity plus medieval, right?
Yeah.
So I need to add that to it too.
So +2, +2,
So-
-2, +10.
So this is a 29. Because I'm drama pointing.
How do you mean 29?
I get
your dexterity.
Dexterity plus medieval. Then I have the 10 for the drama point, and then I get 4 because 2 to attack him and 2 for ganging up.
There's a -2 as well for the action because the action disarm is a -2. But yeah,
So -2. So it's not 29, it's
27 then. Yeah.
27. Okay. All right, I just want to make sure I'm adding all the things. I think last time I didn't actually add my strength and dex to my roll when I rolled the 35.
You must have to get 35. You must have.
I don't know. I don't think I did, but oh, maybe I did because it was stake to the heart, right? It was already built in.
Yeah.
That's right.
Chat's saying you can only use the drama point per turn.
Yeah, you already used it earlier.
It resets at the
at the start, and
at the
you
start
started.
of your turn, and he already spent
started
it for
the
his turn.
counter.
Yeah, he can't. He can't. Good call.
Woo! Yes, nice,
Good work,
Robert.
yeah.
Bop, bop, bop.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. 31.
That is, yeah, that's a success, and it's enough successes that you just, as his fist comes back with the
I'm
knife,
glad I didn't drop a point.
you just grab his fist again and peel the knife back out.
No, I want to peel it out, but I want to like kind of cut him as I'm peeling it out.
That would be damage, and you can't do damage with the stack.
Well, it's okay. Maybe it
For
doesn't actually do
effect, that
damage
could
to
be
him,
wild.
but
Okay,
that's what I want to
okay.
do to him.
Sure. You peel it
You do that
out, and you
horrible
cut him a
thing
little bit on the way
you-
out.
Psychological
Pull the
damage.
knife.
Yeah.
Across the palm of his hand, which closes up a little bit since it's only a small cut, but you do see it shining a little bit. That makes it Violet, as he just looks over at Layla, pulling his hand back, squeezing it a little bit.
Yeah, I pull it out and I'm like, I never said I was going to play nice.
Weapons like that aren't for you, little girl. Violet.
She was little.
Oh god, what does Violet have? She's gonna start chanting. Imogen, you recognize the Latin word for boils.
Imogen just laughs.
With the blood snake on his shoulder.
The snake hisses.
It's a bit disconcerting. That makes it...
His name is Steve. Oh, that's not a
James.
good name. I can't have the ST. It's got to be like...
James runs over, and he joins the combat.
Pedal, right? No, he's holding the pedal, right? His job is looking after the golem, right?
Yeah. But he left the paddle behind because he didn't want to bring it into combat, right? That's what you would have told him. To not bring the
I don't
paddle into
think
combat? Okay, do you want him to have the...
don't
Because
think
he
I
will have
would.
done whatever you told him. Do you want him to
Why
have the
would you
paddle?
not-
told
I
him
would have
to
said
have-
keep it with
Or why
you.
would you not bring the
'cause
paddle?
We don't
Okay.
want to take away our method of controlling the golem.
In which
Yeah, we
case, he
don't
has
want-
the
Yeah,
paddle
we
with him.
Yeah.
And he's going to enter combat. He's going to do a... takedown. Yeah. He's going to go for a rugby tackle. He's going to run forwards, and he's going to tackle Pennymoo. Strength plus Kung Fu. Or sports, which he's going to do.
While he's doing this, I'm going to be shouting, James, the paddle!
What about it? As he just flies straight forwards, tackles Pennymoo, and for a moment it looks like he kind of hangs in midair before Pennymoo's knocked to the ground, James on top of him, and Pennymoo takes... Does he take any damage? He does take some damage.
That was it. It was the 1 point of damage we...
Yeah, there's not a lot of damage that's going to be happening here.
And he's dead. 1 point of damage. No, I'm just kidding.
James gets a kill. Let me
What a
check strength.
chaoser.
1, 2, 3 success levels. Yeah, he does take 3 points of damage. So that makes that. Okay. That brings us to Bobbert.
Right, I'll take aim with the stake thrower this time. I've got Sky Iron.
Okay. Barnaby.
Is James prone?
No, he's standing up. He gets up immediately after a tackle.
Okay. I'm just gonna be like, leave straight at James, and then like, give me the paddle.
I will say out of turn, he can spend an action which will count against his next turn's worth of actions, but he can give you the paddle. So he hands you the paddle.
Okay. If I can't do that, then I will. I'm just gonna keep on throwing fireballs until it stops working.
Okay, so you've got the paddle in one hand, and you start throwing fireballs with the other.
Oh, I actually have the paddle.
Yeah, I'll just say
Okay.
that counts against his turn for next turn.
Oh, if I have the paddle, then I'm going to try and slot it in the
Okay.
golem then.
You can run over to the golem. That's fine. It's an action to put it into the back of the golem, which is fine. There's no test. Can you roll me 2d10, though?
2d10. Oh no.
Yeah, we know what that's for.
As you put the paddle into the golem, you hear a horrible sound of shearing as you hear metal on stone, and you hear a
Wait,
slight...
he reinforced. I thought Robert reinforced it.
Mm-hmm. And you hear a slight
Can it get
crack.
like an extra bonus?
And it slides in. But it didn't sound right. But it is slid in, and it's a little bit... It's stuck. It's not moving.
Good enough for now.
Does the mouth open?
Blame me that later.
The mouth
Yeah,
does
does the
not
mouth-
open.
Oh, yeah, I just demon
balls.
smush it in there. That's how it gets broken.
Yeah,
I
Barnaby,
imagine
you are a little
Bob
bit
yells,
like
"Oh, balls!"
adrenaline-y right now, so maybe the increase in strength you didn't. The mouth does not open though. That makes it Imogen.
I am going to use my action to continue my spell at a power level lower. So I just want to be clear that I reduce my success levels by 1 each turn, right?
Yeah.
So that reduces the amount of damage that it does. So it's at 5, so I can keep it up for 1 more turn when it's down at 4.
Okay, yep. So
This is going to be 5 times 4, which is 20 points of damage.
okay. So 20
I'm going
points
to
damage.
use my other action to just move slightly farther away from him.
Sure. Okay, you move
Just
slightly
keep
further
that.
away. The snake still coils and kind of stretches a little bit before the
Not
blood
be
makes
in
up.
punching range. Just like, back up a little bit. While also draining the blood from your body.
Quick maths on the fly. There we go. Right. That brings us to Bobbert.
All right. So this will... should I
bad
draw a point this one?
You've got a rocket launcher as well.
I know, but this is the Sky Iron shot. I want it to count.
Sure.
I'm going to draw and point it.
Okay.
So this is D10 plus 21. And I rolled a 9, so that's 30.
That is a hit.
Baba Wee.
So this is just a normal shot. It... Oh god. You know what I've forgotten all this time? You're doing stabbing damage with the stake thrower or projectile damage. I can't remember which we decided on, but technically that does double the damage.
It does.
So should
Okay.
he have already died?
Technically he should have reminded me, so...
Should everything
no.
we've ever faced have already died? I've got it written down as slashing here, so I don't
Slashing,
know.
in which case slashing, yeah, it does double damage. After all damage is totaled. So you do 9 success levels. It does 20 damage plus 9. The 29. Doubled. It's 56.
What about the fact that it's also Sky Iron?
58.
Does that help?
I'll come to that in a
I think
second.
it means he doesn't resist it.
58. He's... Let me just check. 58, and yet he counts no armor against that. Oh god, I have to do maths. This is... right. This stake flies out. It hits him in the shoulder this time as he's trying to get up from the ground. And you see it just hit and explode at the back of his shoulder blade. Bits of grayish meat just fly backwards. His shoulder sags horribly before the wound starts to close a little bit, giving him a bit control of his shoulder again. But it doesn't seem to regenerate fully. It doesn't seem to have the lack of effect that everything else does. This seemed to actually affect him almost as if he was human. Admittedly a pretty tough human, but it did just go straight through him as opposed to bouncing off his flesh. That does begin to bleed, and you do see inside droplets of the sort of diamond-like substance sort of course out amongst the blood. He's very injured right now.
Nice one, Bob.
It makes Pennymoo's turn. Pennymoo is going to do... He's going to do 2 actions. Oh, he could do Breakneck on James. Oh, God.
Except he's gonna be really hating me right now. I'm this very nice target that's
Yeah, you're a little bit
murdering and
away.
horrific
It's fine.
and he definitely wants to... I just took his shoulder off.
And there's also Layla right next to him.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Prone?
He is prone. He's
There's a
gonna
lot
take an
of
action to
forward
step back
forward
up.
thing.
He's gonna take an action to step back up. He's then going to punch James, because James is the one who did take him down, and then he's going to enter a defensive stance, which he can't technically do. He's just going to take several actions as defense actions. So he gets back up. He punches James once. He's going to take 3 defense actions. That's going to be a lot of negatives. Right. Where is acrobatics? There we go. Not quite good enough. James does get hit for...
Don't you dare touch James.
18.
How are you handling that, Barnaby?
There's a term
19.
for this.
It's called demon rage.
Yeah. Something like righteous fury or...
Yep, so James is punched square in the chest as he sizes himself up to Pennymoo. He gets knocked back a couple of feet, but he's still standing as he just gets himself up again. He doesn't look too badly hurt by it, but you did hear like a sound of a rib maybe cracking, but he's still in the game.
Well,
He shouldn't be.
Head versus heart, man. He has the same issue. That brings us to Layla.
All right.
Oh,
I'm gonna
sorry.
s-
He did a wing attack as well. Yeah, I need everyone who is in base contact to make a strength or dexterity saving throw. Test.
I'm with the golem,
Getting
right?
all
Is that
negative.
close?
God rolls
think, right?
wing attack.
Penny, use a wing attack. It's super effective. So his black wings again out and beat down, knocking you all around. So you can make strength or dexterity acrobatics checks.
Is that for anyone? Am I outside of that range?
You're outside the range. Is anyone in
I'm
close
assuming
range?
I'm in the range.
You're in
So
range.
14,
Barnaby's in
3
range.
successes.
Right.
James is in range. Violet is not in range. So it's just James
I'm a
as
bit
well.
further back as well.
Yeah, you're fine.
Dex acrobatics, you say?
Or strength acrobatics. You can pick.
Oh, marvelous.
Yeah. So anyone who gets... Let me just check, because he's taking many actions this turn, which does decrease this. Anyone who gets a 13 or higher is fine. Everybody else is pushed back several meters. Anyone who fails is knocked prone. So James is knocked prone. Everyone else is fine. Yeah.
Barnaby, why did you roll? Aren't you farther back by the golem?
Apparently, I'm.
Oh, sorry,
by
you
the
are
golem,
farther
but-
back. No,
okay.
you should be fine. Sorry, I forgot you moved to the golem. In which case you are fine. Layla's pushed backwards. James is pushed back and prone.
You said 14. 13. You said everybody was
Oh,
at
sorry.
13.
You got 14. Okay, yeah, in which
I
case
got
you're fine.
14.
Only James is pushed backwards and not prone as the wing just hits him in the
Good.
side. That makes it Layla's turn. Layla, yeah, you're fine. You're right up in combat with him.
What did I tell you about touching my friends? And I'm going to stake him to the heart. And I'm going to spend a drama point. I'm not going to have very many drama points.
Stick through the heart.
So do I get anything for ganging up?
No ganging up this turn.
All right. So
Got
just
center tension.
12.
Yeah, go for it. -3, of course, for the stake to the heart. Or is it, no,
Yeah,
minus
that's already built
3?
into my
3.
macro.
Yeah,
That's already built into my macro.
cool.
Here we go. 33. I don't know
Okay.
what that is either.
That is
Well, you think
godlike.
a fallen angel
That's
is
10
godlike all the time.
10 successes. So again, you see this like suppering wound in his rib cage where you've managed to stab him into the heart before, and you just go straight for it again, and this time the fist goes in all the way up to the wrist inside his chest as you smash that like blade up, and the blade itself is starting to get deformed now from the sheer forces you're imposing on it. The blade is almost like kind of bent in two, but it just disappears inside his chest, and I'm gonna have to make a test.
It's 104 damage, right?
104 damage, Jesus.
I'm the sadistic one.
Hey, he keeps touching my friends. I told him stop it.
Okay, I need to do a check. Let me just check a few things over here.
Rip his heart out. Blood for the blood god.
The other hand
What's
goes
Imogen?
in, and you
That's
grab his
probably what I
heart, and Kalima!
Does he even have a heart left? This is the second stab to the heart.
Just twist it around a bit in there.
How is his heart still beating? I don't know. He's an angel, fallen angel.
I think his heart needs to beat.
Yeah, I don't know if his heart needs to beat exactly.
I like that. The quickest way to a man's heart is through his chest.
wrist. Oh, it's through his stomach, because you go up and under the ribcage, really. To quote Nanny Og.
Gross. Thanks.
Yep.
Thanks, chat.
Okay. So I think he gets to make a plus 20 minus 9, so he automatically passes his first check, but he did make a survival check. FYI.
Ooh, so he's close.
He is close, and it looks like that your use of that dagger is certainly making him make a check. That brings us to Violet. Layla, as you pull out the dagger, is just coated now in that sort of diamond kind of liquid that's starting to flow down the hilt. Blood, just your hand up to the wrist, just blood. Violet
Need any more, Imogen?
is gonna continue chanting because this spell takes a while.
I got a lot.
Actually, good point. You're around Imogen right now. Imogen, your spell causes the blood attached to Layla's fist to just flip, flip, flip into little droplets that just join the mainstream.
It
Oh,
also
that's
doubles
cool.
as a cleaning spell.
It actually does. It affects any living blood, FYI. If the blood is dead, but the living blood...
The amount of time it's been out of a body.
Yeah, as soon as
how
the
is that
cell
blood
dies...
alive? It just got stabbed.
The cells are alive. When the cells die, it doesn't affect them. That brings us to James, who is going to get up. Barnaby, can you just roll me a quick influence check? And you can use your looks.
Oh, I will. Quick magnum in his direction. He's doing what I say.
Do you still remain that attractive in demon form?
Actually,
don't
no, he
know,
doesn't.
actually.
He ends up as a minus
okay.
number.
Do I?
Yeah,
Oh.
demons do. Yeah, you can just roll flat then. No attractiveness. James knows you well enough to not hold your demon form against you.
Okay.
Maybe James
that
has a
was
key.
will influence, right?
Yeah, that's a pass. James gets up. He walks over to you. He leans down next to you, puts his arm around you, and says, Barnaby, what can I do to help?
You can leave.
Harsh.
So
Ooh.
Like good and bad ways to say that.
Yeah. I was not suave.
he wants him to go so that he doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, but he didn't say that.
I know.
Just
Layla,
so you know,
just
my
Tyrion
next
tactic.
turn,
You're
I
just
will
like,
be.
I hate you. Run away.
I will be doing the righteous fury, so I'm not exactly in a straight
away.
thinking kind of mood.
Doesn't he like talk all manly because he's in demon form?
That's what I was trying
Yeah,
to do.
he was trying
but
to do
that's
it.
Okay.
He's still in demon puberty. It kind of
Yeah, I accidentally set the bar for the demon voice as, yes, this is totally the demon voice. Unfortunately, Josh and I can't do exactly the same voices, so...
not without keeping a straight face.
No,
yeah,
it
if you...
ends up sounding like a Muppet.
You've already made the test. Even with... I'm going to make a willpower roll for him. Head versus heart, anyway. Willpower.
Roll cold to shut him down.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to spend a string. He can't leave. He looks at you, Barnaby, even though your eyes are kind of flaring fire out the side now. Your maw is now the crack between rocky lips. And he just kisses you once and says,
Oh.
I'm not leaving while you're here, Barnaby. That makes it Bobbitt's go.
All right, I guess I will take aim with the final round from this set of stakes, which is another iron one.
Okay. Go for it.
Can't use the rocket launcher yet because everyone keeps being too close to him. No, I'm gonna aim. I'm gonna fire it at the end. I like getting that +4 every time. It's very nice.
You can tell people to back off to use the rocket launcher if you want. That means we're now down to Barnaby.
Might need the rocket launcher later too. So.
Yeah, there might be another enemy we have to deal with after this one's dead.
Yeah,
we still
keeping a
have Mr.
rocket
Miller.
launcher in your dorms is not going to have any repercussions.
On the roof.
Pretty sure he can make sure no one ever searches it.
Apart from Violet. Barnaby, what do you want to do?
Barnaby is going to put his large red hand on James's shoulder and grunt and just say, I don't want you hurt. And then, like, twists to Pennymew and just yells and charges. And
You do a
does
shoulder
his
bash.
demon charge.
Okay.
But first he does Righteous Fury for 2 drama points. So what am I rolling? 10.
He's not putting him in super specific danger, so I will say you can't Righteous Fury because he's not specifically putting James particularly in danger. He's just putting all of you in danger.
He just cracked his rib.
It's just an accident, one person hit. It wasn't specifically
Just a rib.
James is going to die.
Okay. Well, that still happens.
He's got like 18 of those or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, that still happens. And I'm doing the charge now.
Are you doing the normal drama point for +10?
Oh, I guess I could do that. That's
Yeah.
probably a good idea. Plus drama point. Good thing I did that.
His dodge fails as you just run at him. He whips around at the last moment after kind of catching you out the corner of his eye, looking the other direction from Layla, and you just smash into him with your shoulder, your spiky pad. One of the spikes just penetrating into his stomach. How much damage do you do?
I do success plus strength times 2.
Times
Which
3
is
for shoulder bash.
We should have coated your shoulders with the sky iron.
Oh, Sky and oh, that would have been cool.
Oh, sky iron pauldrons.
That's my next WoW drop.
Okay, that's
I'm looking
outrageous,
for.
which is 8 success levels. You do 3 times strength for the shoulder bash.
Sweet. So that's
So-
6 plus 8 times 3.
The success
14
levels
times.
aren't multiplied, it's only the strength multiplied.
Oh, okay. So
Um,
6 times 3.
So 18 plus 8, 24. You do 24 points of damage.
Yeah. And I think he has to resist falling over with his strength, or
He doesn't with
muscle
shoulder
divided
bash,
by
actually,
2?
because it's just a normal default attack that's modified from the rulebook, so he doesn't actually get knocked over by it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, he's pretty hurt by that. That brings us to Imogen.
Gonna do the last round of the spell. So it drops down to power level 4, so this will be the last turn, and that
As you
makes it
try and
damage.
cast this last turn, his Mystic Resistance, which is a -2, causes it to drop down to a power level 3. And as you try and pull, the blood just stops midair. Some of it flows back, and some of it just hits the ground as the snake just goes. Blood splashes down, covering half your body.
everywhere. Okay, so that's one action, right?
Yes.
I have too many
That's saying
penalties.
something about maths being wrong or something. I
Mhm.
missed what you said, so I'm not sure what it's about.
Hmm?
You're saying
Oh,
18 plus 8 is 26.
so Pennymew
Oh.
takes an extra 2 points of damage.
Sorry.
from
Yes,
shoulder
I
bash.
did that wrong. Good call.
So with my other
This is
action,
one
then,
drop.
I'm just gonna try and throw him against a tree.
Okay.
with telekinesis. So I'm gonna do sorcery and willpower, but I'm a -2 because I took an action, so that's probably gonna do nothing. Unless I roll particularly well. No.
Okay.
He's like, eh. Oh, there's blood on me. So much blood.
Someone in the chat is saying that Mystic Resistance was already included. Do you remember if I said that or not? Because I think you cast it and it was power level 6, and I said it still takes effect. Or was it a power level 7 you actually hit with?
I don't remember how much I rolled. I think I rolled a 24. Yes, and then you said Mystic dropped it down. You dropped my roll with his Mystic Resistance, not my success level.
In which case, yes.
So I don't actually know if that's how it's supposed to apply.
It's meant to drop
You dropped my roll from 23 to 21, which still kept it at 6 success levels.
Yeah, so this would actually still continue then. So actually, yeah, this snake thing happens next turn.
16 points of damage.
And he does take how much?
16, because it's 4 times 4.
Okay, his armor takes over on that. His armor should have affected against Barnaby, so thank you, chat, for reminding me he takes +2 because he actually takes -2. 12 more damage. Oh, God. So many minus numbers. Right. In which case, it's now Bobbert.
All right. Should I also drama point this one? I earned quite a few in recent episodes, so I have a few to burn.
Yeah, I think this
Yeah,
is
let's
the
go
big
for it.
boss fight. We use as much as we can.
Actually,
For about 10 drama points.
We're gonna have to farm drama points after again.
he's not invulnerable against magic damage, so he does have to make a saving throw versus Imogen.
Ooh,
13
yes.
plus 7. He actually has to start rolling now. He passes his saving throw. Yep, Robert, you can shoot.
All right. Yep. So this is D10 plus 21.
Good.
24. 7 successes.
It's a hit. Like, I don't know what I can say. He has had actions all this turn to dodge these. He's just not got enough to be able to defeat your ridiculousness. So, sure. So that's 20 points of damage plus how many success levels?
7.
Plus 7. So it's 27. Slashing takes effect, which means it's doubled, so makes it 54, which ignores his armor. Jesus Christ. And he has to make a saving throw.
I imagine all the blood that's on Imogen is slowly moving into her spells.
Technically, her spell is still up until next turn because it hasn't failed yet. It'll fail on her action next turn.
Okay.
He passes his saving throw, Bobbert. This time, you shoot him in the face, and it rips off like a huge chunk, exposing bone that seems to be engraved in every single place with sigils and runes, of which you don't understand, any of you. His teeth are just exposed. As you can see, the flesh start to try and regrow, but it's just too slow to really do anything against the sheer damage you're outputting. Top of the round, Pennymoo. He is going to...
A little facelift from Bob.
I call out not so inferior now. As I begin to load the next rack of stakes.
He takes a pen from his pocket. And he's going to attempt to stab Layla through the heart with it. Layla, do you want to use your dodge action?
Did you say you're using a drama point for that?
I'm not using a drum point for this.
I feel like I might
FYI, he's doing 2 attacks, so it's up to you.
want to. Did we start the combat with full HP?
Yeah.
We did? Okay. I just want to make sure because I wasn't sure.
Also, chat wondering if it
How
takes
does
an
it
action
take
to
the
draw a pen. It doesn't take him an action because he can telekinetically float a pen that distance very, very quickly.
I just have a question about like the stake to the heart stuff. If it's done on like a human, we do get hit in the heart, do we die? Like
No, you just take the extra normal damage.
Okay.
Against someone like you can tank that.
okay, I want to dodge then.
Okay.
That I just wanted to know before I get
Sure.
myself killed.
Is it an
Okay.
instant death if they hit? That's
Yeah.
you know.
18,
That is still a
which
hit.
is a 5 success. 5 success?
Just. So
That is insane.
you've been rolling far higher than that this entire
Yeah,
combat.
but I debuffed him.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay, so let me just double check this. It only counts as a pig sticker knife because it's a pen. So his strength is 1 down. So it does 9 points plus his success levels, which is 5. You take 28 points of damage
Oh shit. That's a
as
lot of
he
damage.
stabs the pen into your
26?
ribcage. Yeah.
Okay.
And he kind of grits, just brings out a few words through gritted teeth, the flesh just peeled back on one side. The pen is mightier than your little sword, girl.
Sword. It's a fucking knife.
Oh, mine though is a dagger. Right? Is he talking to me or Imogen?
He is talking to
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
Imogen's
You
just
introduce
sassing
writing,
him.
you'd better use proper.
I'm gonna be sassy and be totally like, it's not a sword, it's a dagger.
Spends all day in the library, probably thinks it's a letter opener.
Layla, you're up.
Yeah, I add to that. If you're going to introduce us to writing, at least use language properly.
Does he get -2 for sass?
Do we at least all get drama points for sass?
You still get drum points for sass.
Too bad your pen isn't permanent. All right. Let's see. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
use
know,
I don't know,
drama-
if you'd said that in character, yeah, sure, have a drama point.
I'm saying that in
Okay,
character.
you can have a drama point for it. The delivery was... The line, though, was... Yeah, you can have a drama point for it. Okay, yeah, Layla, it's your go.
I thought the pure one was the best line so far because he was like cog and smacked me. I'm like, I'll show you who's pure. I'm gonna stake to the heart again,
Okay.
and I'm using a drama point. Any gang up bonus?
No, everyone's out of range at the moment.
Okay.
I just
Wait,
tackled him.
What? Someone just
Oh.
tackled him,
Yeah, sorry, you are in range.
I
It's
just
+2.
showed that.
and
Good call.
James just tackled him.
No, James is still away.
James ran
No,
away.
that was a while
Oh,
back.
okay. And then I get a +2 to attack.
Yep. So plus
Um,
14, -3 through the heart, so you're still
Yep.
riding really high.
How much is it if I wanted to do that twice?
A -2 to both actions.
-2 to both actions. I'm gonna do it twice.
Oh my god. I'm surprised
Okay.
you haven't tried to stab him in the groin yet, to be honest, but sure, go for it.
I tried that once. It didn't go so well. Well, punching in the groin didn't go so well. All right. So 12 for the first one, which is 25 to hit.
That's
Which
still
is
a hit.
1 and got 25.
And then I get another attack.
However,
The second one is not with the
no,
drama point.
you rolled a 1, and because it is a soft iron dagger on a 1, as you stab, the first stab is successful, but the dagger bends and then breaks as you pull it out. So your second attack technically fails because you no longer have the weapon in your hand. However, the first attack still does damage. So with a 25, let's consult the crazy table of how much damage you do. What's your strength again?
Strength is 8.
16 for the dagger, plus your success levels, which was 7. So
23.
23 times 2, 46.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay, so let's call it 43 for the moment, and then.
And then does this
90.
does the dagger do?
Give me a second. Give me a second. There's maths involved. It's
Tell me what
complicated.
maths I need to do. I'll do it for you.
Okay, I've got it. I know how much negative he's at. Layla, as you pull the dagger 3, the head just completely gone from the dagger. You can see it lodged inside him. How would you like to kill him?
Really?
He cannot pass the survival test after that stab.
Okay. She says what she says, stabs him in the heart again. This time it gets kind of stuck in there, and she just leaves it in there and kind of like jostles it around, and I'm guessing it's breaking into pieces inside of him. And I'm assuming that it just kind of like he just takes the damage inside and like starts imploding like that. Because you remember he had like the rash on his hand. Now it's like inside of him.
Yeah, so you
doing that.
see like veins and arteries start to go this kind of deepish red color and then slowly turn to black as they die. His form starts to just slightly shudder and little bulges appear as pieces of the scion are pushed around his body. You can see that small cuts start appearing and blood just starts pooling out of them in places as he just can't regenerate anymore, and every single wound he has taken just begins to re-affect him. Everything opening up, his jaw just cracks, and suddenly there's just grey light pours out of every wound. And then he just crumples to the ground and collapses in a pool
No,
of
the
blood.
cheesy one-liner was, "Too bad your ink's not permanent," as she's doing that.
Okay.
That was
And
the
he
cheesy one.
dies. There is this flash of light which blinds you all for a turn, which doesn't really matter because you're out of combat. And you are left there with what appears to be a smouldering clump of librarian clothing, a little bit of blood, some little rivulets of that diamond fluid that seemed to just spill from inside him, and Imogen half covered in blood because her snake form kind of died this turn as he died. And a lot of people who are very alive, surprisingly.
We made it!
Yeah. I wonder who the
I
next
just sit-
librarian will be.
I just sit down like, oh.
Layla's like panting. Yeah, she's like
Yeah.
just trying to catch
Like,
herself.
sits on the grass, like, oh, bloody hell.
And then I look at James. Is he still alive, or does he just like crumple? And we're like, oh nuts.
Yeah.
You look
Just
over.
spontaneously
Oh, nuts.
Both James and Barnaby stagger. Both of you see random visions and memories and facts just flying through your head. I will read out brain death.
Oh, do they get their in? Wait, what?
On Pennymoo's death, current brain score is divided up and returned to those who he drained, starting with the most recent victim until they're back to original maximum. Then the next latest victim, and so on until Pennymoo's brain score reaches 0. Any victims who haven't reached their original maximum or who haven't received any are out of luck. So, most recent person drained was...
Victim quite a while back.
There was a victim recently, which is why you attacked him more recently, because you were like, oh, he's draining people recently to keep his strength up.
Yeah, because normally
Yeah,
it was
James,
every
high up in the
4
queue. I'm a little bit worried.
It was every 6 weeks, but then we had learned that
Yeah.
someone else. That's why we rushed our attack.
I think it was new person, Barnaby, Janet, James.
Yes.
It hasn't actually been that long since the beginning
And
of
then
the school.
there's school pupil, caretaker, bus driver. So it starts off with random people who got drained recently. Pennymoo's brain score is currently 24. It drains the original intelligence starting at a 2-to-1 ratio. So that student absorbs 8 to make back 4 intelligence. And that leaves Pennymoo with 16. That brings us to Barnaby. You drain 2 of that to get your intelligence back up 1. That leaves us with 14. Janet, who drains 10 to go back to intelligence 5. That leaves 4 left. That leaves James, who absorbs his original 4 to go back to intelligence of 2. Successfully
I feel a
getting
little
back to his max int.
bad for the other people.
However, the people before that, the caretaker and the bus driver, are permanently left where they are.
Oh man, that sucks.
And I will now adjust James's brain score.
I want to say
Upwards.
that like
So
we
if
as a
he brain
group.
if he drained anyone else, James wouldn't have got back up to full. Maybe wouldn't have got back anything.
Aw. I want to
Yep.
say that like as a group, and I don't know if you guys would agree with this, but we probably visit those 2 people often.
3.
Like
Three.
we 3. Yeah, we take turns. Like one of us
Imogen
will visit them.
probably goes in at least once a month to just kind of cast
Yeah.
a spell on a couple of them and just like let them have some lucid moments. She tries to time it with when family's gonna come visit them.
And I imagine like Layla tries to help with that as much as possible.
While
Yeah.
simultaneously looking
I feel
for
like-
scientific research.
Layla feels mega guilt, so.
Okay, in which case that's probably a good place for us to take a break. We'll be back in 8 minutes with the continuation. They have successfully meant I don't need to be wearing a bow tie now. I can take this cut off, it's actually getting fairly warm. But we'll be back in
I
8
would
minutes of
assume-
continuation. We'll see what they do to party and celebrate. Especially now that
There's no celebration. That's sad.
I don't
How
know.
is that?
Barnaby's boyfriend is back up and running, so I think he's
Well,
going to be
they'll
celebrating. at
probably
least.
celebrate.
Yeah, but that'll be in 8 minutes' time. So just go check out the Patreon, go get yourself a drink, relieve yourself unless you have already, and we'll see you in a second. Hello, and welcome back to Roll4It, Layla the Vampire Slayer, where both me and Maggie have decided to go get beverages to celebrate. Although, for Maggie, you did just get up like 2 hours ago, right?
Yeah, I literally got up 5 minutes before the show. I thought the time zone was different. I'm so sorry. They were all
Time zones are
messaging
amazing.
me like they thought I died because I'm like the most prompt person.
The old time zone, it's 5 p.m. somewhere excuse. Yeah.
It's fine. Like, if
I
time zones
got
can
peer
screw us
pressured
over.
into this. Blame EE.
Yeah, he was the one who persuaded her.
Yeah.
When calling her out.
Persuaded, I said... She was like, I should have something to drink. And I was like, alcohol? She was like, oh, yeah, I can do that. I was like, okay.
No, I'm pretty sure her
No,
first
you said,
response was,
if you do it, I'll do it. That's what you said.
Okay, it wasn't really pressure so much as...
Uh-huh.
Anyway, firstly, let me announce something I've completely forgot to announce at the beginning. Divinity Original Sin 2!
Yeah, I
GM
didn't
mode.
want to interrupt you, and you had already
Yeah.
gone into it, and I was like, ah.
Well, if someone hadn't been late... so tomorrow...
Hashtag blame Layla.
Yep. Starting tomorrow, literally every Monday from now on, there will be a Divinity Original Sin 2 GM mode campaign happening here at the slightly earlier time, 2 hours earlier, of 4 p.m. GMT and 8 a.m. PT. So, slightly earlier, 2 hours earlier, you can catch myself GMing, you can catch Blue Jay, who is new to Roll4It, along with Lauren, Josh, and Bentham, all diving
It's literally
into
everyone
the
here.
GM
Just
mode.
include me and add Blue
We
Jay.
tried to get you, but someone's got a day job, and we can't help that. I mean, we
Sorry,
can.
I work.
We can
I
phone
am
them up and be
happy.
like, hi, you should really, like, fire Maggie, because she's too good for you.
you're just weirdly willing to work around my fucking weird schedule.
To be fair, your weird schedule is not, yeah, I'm busy at work until, like, midnight every day, because I work all the time. And I was like, I could do that, but I don't like getting up. So... that means that we have a lovely stream coming tomorrow, because, yeah, Star Trek ended on Friday, so of course we should start one 3 days later. That's not a problem.
I think no one was expecting that. They're like, even people have been responding to us and saying, like, they're like, wow, like, you guys have been, like, they were expecting, like, a week off. But no, we're crazy. We're absolutely crazy. And Larian Studios is being amazing and working with us and helping promote on social and stuff. So keep an eye out for their things and go give them some love as well, because they gave us some codes for those that didn't have the game as well. So we really appreciate that, and we hope that you guys enjoyed the new show and enjoy Blue Jay. Give her some love. Go shout out to her, and we're welcoming her to our Roll4 family.
I think that's in 19 hours time. 19 hours 25 minutes.
Yeah, it's soon.
I haven't finished all the things yet for that, so that's fine. That's nothing bad. No, I just don't need sleep.
They were literally messaging us while we're on the show, and I'm like, we're in a show right now. He's like, oh yeah, the Layla show. I was like, yeah. He's like, sorry.
So, anyway, in part 1, they faced down a fallen angel. They managed to successfully beat said fallen angel. Literally, as the special dagger to defeat the fallen angel broke, Layla managed to do the killing blow. They ended up with a steaming pile of librarian clothes, plus a pen that's actually currently stuck in Layla's chest, plus a broken pen, 2 big leather-bound books, one of them slightly smaller than the other one. No rabbits, sadly. And a golem that's fallen flat on its face with a paddle jammed in its back. Barnaby in Bakhtabi form. Layla, somewhat stabbed. Imogen, pretty fine. Robert, in Iron Man mode, completely unscathed. Violet, fine. James, for cracked rib. And I think that's everyone. So,
Yeah.
getting back to you all as you are standing around a steaming pile of librarian clothes. Take it away.
Yeah, so I look over to James and Bonnie and be like, are you all right? Are you feeling back to normal?
Was it Barnaby? You were the one who like ran in, right? And you tackled. Were you down on the ground or were you?
I stood up. I just kind of shoulder barged.
Oh, I was gonna say I like helped you up if I can. I don't know.
Well, we could do like a high five anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just sort of stands there covered in some blood. Takes off her blazers.
Yeah, like the
Layla,
entire
like,
half of
finally
Imogen
now-
is red.
Layla finally, now that she's like recapping herself, helps Barnaby up and looks around and is like, "Everyone okay?"
I'm fine.
Yeah.
James? Violet?
7 times 7 is 49.
Is
7
that James?
times 9 is 63. Yeah, I'm
Do
okay.
you want me to just give you a maths test right now?
He looks over at Barnaby and kind of looks back at you and goes, I'm probably fine. Violet
Do you think that
kind of
the
pipes.
effect makes everyone back to normal?
Seems
was
like
this-
it's
Or
working.
is that still your spell, Imogen?
There's this brain thing that happened, and it was pretty intense, but I don't know.
was
I
not me.
feel a bit better.
Maybe it worked.
Well, you
maybe
didn't die,
maybe
which
defeating him
the book said, so that's nice.
maybe
That
defeating
pains
him
a lot.
did make everybody's health or brainwaves come back.
I go look at the golem like, I wonder what exactly happened to ink that he's used. And I'm just trying to, like, I guess the mouth is shut, and I'm like, what did you do to the paddle? Why isn't it?
Oh,
Trying to pull it out and nothing.
here, let me
It'll
help you.
come
And
Make a- Make a
Layla's gonna
strength
go
test.
help. Okay. Strength test. Just
Well,
strength
I mean,
alone.
It's strength
Nothing else?
doubled. Strength doubled. Because it's literally you just putting both feet on the back of the golem and just pulling it up.
All right, rolling 26.
Huh.
26.
Yeah, you go. Tink! Most of the paddle came out.
I got most of it.
Well, at least it's not trying to kill us.
True.
That was my
By the
thought.
way, like, good job. Layla's talking to
Thanks, this worked great. holding
Good
up
job.
the
You
snake
stabbed
door.
him in the light, and then what's with the diamond stuff? But like,
That was
Imogen.
bloody impressive.
that was so cool.
Speaking of, I turned to Imogen. What was that thing?
I also need
Oh, yeah,
Imogen to
yeah.
make a willpower doubled roll.
That's a little bit better.
And Violet, like, the bunny.
Imogen-
Oh my gosh.
You don't need to steal
Adorable.
his stuff.
Also effective.
I mean, I didn't realize there was stuff I could steal.
2 books and some pens.
I immediately picked those up.
Okay, well, as you go to immediately pick them up, you notice that Violet has kind of tiptoed over to them and is like,
Don't
hand.
you fucking dare.
I was just going to help you pick them up.
Your rabbit was clutch. The rabbit was clutch.
Yeah, the rabbit was clutch. I don't think.
But you didn't
the
believe
spear
us
would work.
until we literally had to stand in a field and show you a fallen angel.
Yeah,
It's not the
seriously.
basis for a trusting relationship.
The rabbit was clutch, though.
You take one book, I take the other.
Oh, nice.
Which one do you want, the big or the small?
What's the titles?
Both are. You don't speak the languages. You really don't. She doesn't either, as far as you can tell. She can't notice what they are. One is big, heavy, leather bound,
Yeah.
and has kind of runes on the front that you don't really fully grasp. The smaller one is more handwritten on the front, but again, you can't read that.
I'll take the smaller one.
Okay. And she hands you the smaller one. Takes the larger one for herself.
If there's anything good in there, or anything in here, I might let you know about it.
Aw, sharing is caring.
Okay. Violet takes the big one, clutches it to herself, still wearing her bunny slippers. No, she took them off. She very much took them off. She's got them like strapped to her side, like you've got those little like slipper holders. She likes her bunny slippers, and
That's
she clutches the
adorable.
big book. As you look back over at the golem, it is still unmoving. Robert, make a intelligence check.
All right. Six.
You're not sure why it's died.
Probably all.
I'm like,
gummed
I
up.
mean, I guess if it wanted to kill us, it would have by now. So, Just leave it here for the moment, work it out later.
It
Let
wasn't
some
my
moss
fault.
cover it up eventually.
Yeah.
I'm sure the
Next.
museum won't notice the giant golems missing.
They
Yeah,
wouldn't know where to
totally
find it,
not.
though.
We can fix this, right? As she's holding the
guess-
paddle.
If we
Half
can
of
get
it.
that bit of the paddle out again and fix it again, and
Can I try to like get the other paddle out? Oh no, Imogen.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try and telekinesis it
Yeah.
out.
Okay.
I'm like gonna help lift her up so she can get up there.
I think that's gonna be well. It's on its back on the ground, so I just kind of need to look at it. I think that's the telekinesis plus.
We would need some
willpower.
like pink fluffy bunny slipper merch right now.
We do pink bunny slippers with the little Roll4It logo on it. Aww.
Yeah.
Aww.
We found our mascot.
3 successes?
I think the unicorn is our mascot already.
There's
but we
sound
have
of-
bunny. Bunnies and unicorn.
I will say over the course of like half an hour of trying to pull this out and like constantly wiggling it slightly back and forwards, it takes a long time because that's still only strength like 3.
Yeah.
It's pretty jammed in there. Strength 3 will get it out, but it'll take a lot of effort. You do manage to make it go ping. It pings off into the air. You have to then go find it where it lands, which takes you another 5 minutes. But you do manage to eventually get it out. You notice as you do so that a lot of dust comes out. It looks like whatever was inside there, the stone took a lot of damage as it was sheared and rubbed off.
I imagine I took the pen out of my chest already.
You probably have taken the pen out of your chest. You look at the pen. It is a beautifully made pen, very fancy fountain pen with
I'm
complicated.
gonna put it in my
engraving and embroidery.
pocket. So now I have a pen in my pocket.
Okay. Note down. You have a pen of a fallen angel. I don't know how you want to note it down, but just note it down as something.
I don't know what that means, but now I have a pen.
It's a fancy fucking pen.
All right,
Really fancy
pen
pen.
of a fallen angel,
What
and I
could
don't
be
have the
wrong,
dagger
Neville?
anymore. I still have the Dagon spear, right?
The Dagon sphere is there, but it's completely inert and no longer glows remotely.
Yeah. I need to recharge it somehow because that thing was sick.
Over time.
Is there any of that diamond?
Oh, it recharges over time.
angel
I don't know
blood?
that though. So, like Layla doesn't know that.
There is a little bit of the diamondy blood around. Imogen
I'm
has a little bit
assuming
on
that-
her.
I'm assuming if there's a little bit that Bob has probably already gotten a vial and put it in.
yeah, I'm like, I mean, I'll add it to the collection, I guess.
Oh, but do you have more?
Tell me if you need some fallen angel blood at some point, Imogen.
Okay.
Specifically, there is blood, and then there is that. I need you to note that down as fallen angel essence. I'll get you to note down as that for now.
Right. I've got vampire dust. I've got essence of Drox demon.
I forgot something that I needed to clarify about the spell. Did I need the specific target's blood, or did I need the genre?
For the which spell? For the blood one.
The blood one, yeah.
You need the genre. You need their
that's right.
type. So for all fallen angels will be affected if you have fallen angel blood, or humans will be affected if you have human blood.
That's what I thought, because it was like I remember being like, well, if you have to face a parental Drux demon,
Yeah.
ask.
Oh, which you know we are at
for a
some
sample of
point.
blood.
At some point, we're going to because Barnaby's father is going to show up. I'm waiting. I'm excited for that arc.
That's not gonna happen.
That's the Trigon arc. Throw some teeth.
I guess if everyone's okay, I think we need to rest. I don't know if we can do anything else with the golem because we have to fix the paddle, right?
Imogen.
And I'll take the bits and say I can try putting it back together. I'm not sure if it's gonna work anymore.
Make an intelligence plus occult roll.
Do you really have to put it back together? Didn't you just make this one?
3 successes.
3 successes. The heart of a golem can be used in your spell to re-soul someone.
Wait, I'm saying the heart? As in a literal beating human heart?
Heart of the golem. The golem's heart.
With 3 successes, you don't know too much about how golems are made or animated. You know, all that you understand is the heart of a golem. It somehow has an essence of a soul, which can be used in trade for the soul back of the target. That's part of the arithmetic of the spell, is that you give away the heart, which is effectively the soul of the golem, in exchange for the human soul coming back that you're trying to reinstall someone with. You can do that. That's an alternative to the needing to get the tears of regret of a vengeance demon, effectively, or someone who's been to a Rashmahar.
Wait. That sounds like you're confusing 2 different spells.
Oh.
Is this the vengeance spell or the resouling
Oh, that's
spell?
a vengeance spell. This is a resouling spell. Yeah, no. This would work for the resouling spell, not the vengeance spell. Sorry, I'm getting confused.
Okay. And I'd be using that instead of the other random
Instead of
item.
some of the other more complicated... This is like the super rare ingredient that makes the spell castable. But you can use that.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can leave it here for now, but if we end up figuring out that it's no longer useful, I might be able to repurpose it.
For
Miller,
for what?
for getting Mr. Miller's soul back.
But how?
I don't know exactly. I need to do a bit more research, but I think golems have like a heart of some kind, and I'm not really sure if this is the literal beating heart. But given that it's not alive and probably isn't, actually a good refrigerator, it's probably like a metaphorical heart. But that can be used as like a bargaining tool to get the soul that we want back. Maybe.
Violet kind of
Heart
pipes up
is a
from the
little bit more
background.
tempting. Get out of there than normal.
As far as I know, golems that are like particularly complex, they make them by taking a human soul and somehow capturing a certain amount of its will, something like that, and they manage to then instill it in the heart of a golem.
So
Oh,
there's
great.
a
So it's
human
just
soul?
recycling someone else's stolen soul.
I mean,
I suppose
it's
that
probably a
person-
little bit perverted by now. It's been in there a while. It's the person's
person's
effectively
probably-
sacrificed.
Dead too. So it probably doesn't want to be in there anymore. It might just be doing it a favor.
We can't make another one then.
I'm not making us another golem.
We don't want that in the world anyway. Especially not if there's another, and I kind of like point to where Mr. Pennymoo was before. I'm assuming he's not alone. There has to be others.
Robert,
Others
as you
probably
go
don't
through his
control it.
stuff, you also manage to find a hair of a fallen angel, since you're spending time doing that.
All right.
So, I mean, I don't think I've got the energy or time now to dissect a golem. But if we come back, maybe tomorrow?
Sure. Just gonna let you know, probably need to bring like a jackhammer or something. I don't know. I tried to punch that thing back a while ago, right, Barnaby, and
we had a slayer and we'd be
it was a lot harder than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. Don't use
It was
your
like-
forehead or anything.
I can get some
It was
tools from
hurting
the
me
tech
when I
labs.
was
We can
punching it.
probably...
Barnaby, did you just headbutt the golem? at one
No.
point?
No, he did that like a while ago.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't.
So you're not. So are we sure Pennymoo took your intelligence?
We're sure. He stuck his fingers in my head.
That sounds unpleasant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want anyone's fingers in my head.
Don't want that. Plus, he was being really rude about me. Well, everyone, but like,
should-
what's that about pureness? Stupid.
We should check up on, yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
We should check up on the others to make sure that their
all right.
intelligence was restored too.
Yeah. I wonder how many people.
It seems like it's restoring everyone's now that
And
he's
so far,
defeated,
so
but
good.
Hopefully.
We should definitely check just to make sure.
We
Someone
should
has
go
a
and
mobile
see what those
phone,
books say now.
and you can call the hospital if you want. Hello, this is Greater Rosewater Hospital. How can I help?
Banana phone, banana.
Doop-doop-a-doop-a-doo.
I just punched my desk.
Sorry.
That really, really hurt.
Hi, I was wondering if you could tell me. Do you know the name of the student?
There's a
Janet
bunch of
was
them.
one them.
Janet would be one of
Janet.
them.
Yeah.
I'm calling after Janet, last name, and I was hoping that you could like tell me if she's okay because I'm from the same school as her.
I'm afraid we only give out information to family.
I mean, she's like motions to give her the phone. Hi, sorry, this is Janet's mother. I don't know why I let him call you. He promised me he wasn't going to do anything stupid. I just wanted to check up on her.
Make an influence roll. Willpower and influence.
Oh, sorry, I added an extra one to that, so it's 12, so 2 successes.
You're calling up. It's late at night. The threshold is decreased because they've got people on who are just like, I just don't care. She just seems to have woken up. She's been asking after her. I can put her on the phone for you. Just give me 1 minute. Hello, this is Janet. Hello, Mum.
Hi, Janet, it's Imogen from school.
Oh, they said it was my mum.
Just just let them think that.
Oh, okay.
How are you feeling?
Better? Don't.
Sorry, we've been
really
coming to
remember.
visit you for a bit.
I vaguely remember.
Yeah. We were pretty sure that what happened to James, I don't know if you know James, the dumb one, but we think it might have happened to you, so we just wanted to follow up on it.
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better suddenly.
All right, just tell me any.
Did you find a
How-
librarian?
Make that. Yes, we did. You're definitely very with it. How are the other people that you know around there?
They don't seem to really have changed. No, you can't have the phone. No,
Are you
go
serious?
back to sleep. No, they don't seem to have changed at all.
Fuck.
Imagine we're all like around the phone.
Everyone's really
On her end of the phone, one of them is like leaning out of his bed, going, "Get on the phone."
Oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh, all right. Well, they should let you out soon. I'm glad you're doing all right. And you should talk to Bob at some time about, how you made that bicycle.
Thank you. I'd rather talk to you because I suspect you've got more to do with this than.
No, don't. And then when you get back to the museum and the golem's missing, it's just missing. And she hangs up the phone.
So she's all right then.
And she hands Barnaby back the phone.
Thank you.
Janet's fine, but the other two are still veggies.
Ah,
Oh, that's
That
weird.
sounds-
And do I then
There's got to be a way to.
mentally, like,
fix that.
timeline cut off all makes sense sort of thing?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they were the ones who were like that longest.
You would draw the conclusion that since he consumes intelligence, while it sustains him, it eventually needs to be replaced, and that obviously he's somehow destroying the intelligence he is consuming. So those people are too far gone. He already processed their intelligence and ate it.
He's chewed and digested it.
Yeah.
That's why he kept needing to top up on intelligence.
By the way, nearly all of his abilities are dependent on his brain score, and as soon as you fought him once, he decided to try and keep that at maximum, so he meant to eat people every week rather than every month, which is why he started accelerating his program. However, all his abilities tend to relate to paper and pens, and you called him down to a woodland, which was a very cunning plan, and so that defeated him quicker. But anyway, back to the RP.
Layla's like oddly really quiet. I mean, she's normally fairly quiet, but she's even more so.
in that case, Barnaby's going to ask what's up.
There's got to be a way to fix this.
The other people.
She
Well,
just kind of like
there's-
nods.
This Imogen's spell, but that's a temporary thing. I mean, I guess we're back to square one with those guys. At least we've saved some.
James, at the moment, by the way, has his hand around Barnaby's waist. Are you still in demon form, Barnaby?
Yes,
It doesn't
because
quite
I've
reach all the
been.
way.
Doesn't quite reach all the way, no. Barnaby in demon form is a lot wider. It's a little bit taller, a lot wider. But at this point, he pipes up and goes, Layla, you did everything you could. I mean, if you'd fought him earlier, I was there. He was way too powerful. Do you think there's really anything more you could have done?
She just kind of like stares at like the pile of what's left of him. Maybe not with that, but for them. Maybe if we were faster, if we didn't take so long.
Then we might all be dead.
You just defeated a fallen angel. That was awesome.
And next
But, like,
week it's
with-
going to be a demon, and the week after that it's going to be a vampire. Who knows what else is going to be there? There's always going to be something.
And you're going to save
And every
everyone you
week
can.
there's going to be one left. One less.
Yeah, do you
This guy's
That
gone
just-
for good. No more inkmancy or intelligence stealing. One
Yeah,
down.
you stopped it.
But who's to say there's not another one of those?
Well, that's
Beat
why
it
we're here, isn't
easily.
it?
Like we just did.
From on now, you all use pencil. Stay away from anything ink.
If we find someone who just like stabs a bunch of pencils at people,
Then we stop
There's a
writing it.
pencil angel as
completely.
well.
Just
Oh no, we'll figure
Introduce
something
counting.
out.
oral, everything.
I'm
I
definitely
think
down
we're
for
safe
oral
with pens
everything.
now.
He squeezes
James, not the
Barnaby.
time.
Imogen, as much as I appreciate what you've done for me, it has been a fair few months in this mindset. I'm pretty happy not to be there anymore. It's just nice to be able to make a joke.
It's nice not
Uh,
having to teach you about personal space all the time. Or
Yeah.
wishes. Don't make wishes. Violet looks ashamed.
Violet is over in the background just poking through his clothes, trying to find something else useful. And she's just like, don't look at me. You were the one who made the wishes.
Granting wishes, though, that's one step. We'll move on from this
Hey, it was
to a
my
later
job.
date. And I'm
Layla
sure
kinda,
you're
like,
very good at it.
Looks up and 'cause she's been kind of staring off, and she's like, I guess I want to say thank you. I don't think I could have done this without you guys.
We sure as hell wouldn't have been able to do it without you.
I think we all wouldn't have survived. Even how far are we into the school year? That far into the school year.
Not that far, actually. Like, it's not even Halloween yet.
Yeah. Without you, we wouldn't have made it this far.
I don't know about that. You guys are doing pretty good on your own.
Might have just ended up as obituaries.
And there would have been way more dead babies. That was weird.
That was
Yeah.
definitely weird. Aren't you kind of like a dead baby?
What?
I mean,
Conceptually.
you're born, right? You're somebody's kid.
We,
Someone out
we've
there
been over this. It's doesn't matter.
Bob's like, stop bringing it up.
It's like he's got a soul. It's his soul. I don't know.
Barnaby,
Come on, don't do that.
does that bother you?
You gonna set things on fire?
No, I need to ask if that bothers
Are
you
you
that
gonna
you're
set things
technically
on fire?
you
No,
were created through the
no,
sacrifice of a baby.
Totally not.
Yeah. I think from the reaction I gave, it bothers me a little bit.
I'm gonna say you're verging on a personal crisis there,
Shit.
but not quite.
Layla, we wouldn't have lived this long. We wouldn't have been able to do this without you. And yeah, next week there'll be another one, and there'll probably be another one after that. And hell, maybe it'll be one of us one day, and we'll go crazy because we're next to Hellmouth.
You
But
should
every
really wash
time
off
you
that blood.
stop something, you make this place just a little bit better. Not quite as awful as it has been for the last however long.
Or maybe I'm cursed and I'm the one bringing it here.
No. The death rate has been about a third of the students every year before you got here. I wouldn't blame yourself for that one.
Yeah, you've only reduced that.
Just to set the record straight, it's
No,
a
like,
third
I
of
mean, if it was,
a third of each year actually managed to graduate. It's not a third of all
sorry.
the students. That would be a lot worse.
I'm like, I mean, if it wasn't for you, we'd have Eternal Night, Vampire Biker Gang, Demon Baby sacrificing, and I just keep listing off
Intelligent
more and more
Sucking
horrific
Angel.
things that we prevented. Intelligent Sucking Angel,
Murderous Golem.
sacrifices to the Hellmouth. James would be dead.
James would be dead.
I would be dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, and then group hug.
Yeah.
At this
And
point,
NC.
in the background, Violet just pipes and goes, "I'd still have a job."
No, we would have. No.
That's a good thing.
This is for the best.
At this point, Violet
Fade
just stalks
black.
off, and it fades to black. Where do you all go from
Thank
here?
you.
Imogen needs to see a doctor.
The doctors are open in the morning, so I assume you go all back to your rest then.
Yeah.
I'm going
Okay.
to spend the night in the woods so I don't freak everyone out by being a demon in the
You
halls.
can probably sneak in with your upgraded strength and stuff into your room
Okay.
and just climb
Can
up
you
the
just
side
use the
using.
change back, though, I thought.
If you actually, you will fully heal by the time you just wait here for like a few minutes because you're
Oh
healing.
right, he's staying.
Oh
for
yeah,
the
it's 5 constitution every minute.
Yeah,
Ah,
you just wait here for like a few minutes and you're good. You're probably good by now. You can walk back with James to your room.
I get 1 life point per con level per hour. So I have 5 con.
Yeah, how much you
So
down?
you get 5 minutes.
I'm down. I'm at 60 out of 86.
Yeah, you'll heal in a few hours' time. So
Yeah.
you all go back to your rooms. Do you go back to one room to celebrate, or you just go back to your individual rooms? Do you want to actually celebrate as a group? I assume knowing Layla, probably got some sort of beverage squirreled away.
Imogen's gonna like make an offer for her. She'll be like, if you all, and then she's gonna look at James and Barnaby and then just be like, well, but if you want to come back to our room and celebrate, I think they're
Celebration.
busy.
Yeah,
That-
like
that-
that sounds fun. We can always go back to Barnaby's room later.
Good.
yeah.
We need to get you to different rooms.
No.
No.
This. It's
Uh,
a normal thing.
Yeah, let's go relax.
That'd be nice.
You know,
Hmm.
why,
I didn't even get to use this, and I power down the armor.
why don't you join us?
The Game Boy falls off
she's-
into your hand.
Sulked off, so
She's already sulked off. You can go next door and ask if she lives in the room next door.
I'll just slip a note under her door.
What does it say?
You're welcome if you want.
Okay.
I'll meet up with you guys later. I have a bottle under my bed in that one box. It's like
Yeah, I know.
black with. Okay.
Next to all the, pentagrams.
No, the pentagram is underneath the rug.
Yeah, no, she's just aware of things that are in her vicinity.
Yeah, no, I assume you would be. So she started saying it, and then you already did it. And Layla kind of walks off. So you can go with them, and then you can come back to me if you want.
Okay.
Do we have to sneak back in at this time?
I'll say the purposes of this, no, because they are
What?
currently investigating what the hell the sound of cracking and explosions was in the woods nearby. Most people are probably distracted.
There's also, a large party happening in the basement right now, so
commotion
Is that
down there.
now?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's a party happening in the basement right now.
So I'm able to sneak the large amounts of gear I have back to my room.
You
I've
take
got
this
a
large
trunk,
steamer
I've
truck.
got a- Yep, I've got a trunk. I'll hide the RPG inside the trunk.
You can't. The trunk is full inside. That's literally the point of the trunk.
God damn it. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
But luckily, because there is a large party happening right now, and to an extent, they do turn a blind eye to this every, Halloween, Christmas, and prom. they are deliberately turning a blind eye. So you manage to walk in with an M72 rocket launcher, a steamer trunk full of high-powered servos, and a
His
Game Boy
Halloween
armor.
costume.
That's where on my way back, I'm just like, I'm not sure what to do with this, holding up the rocket launch. It's like, I didn't even order this, they just gave it me.
That's cool. Come, I have a go.
No.
As
No,
you walk
it's-
past
I'm
the
pretty-
porter,
it's
the
on you.
porter's got like the
Don't-
paper up, not paying attention, and goes, "Nice Halloween costume."
Thanks. No, Barnaby, you're not allowed the rocket launcher.
Why? It would be fun.
It's
Do you
only
know
one
how to
use. We
use
should
it?
save it for like.
Yes.
Oh, I'm
something-
sorry. No, you clearly don't.
I mean, I know it better than the person who's never touched a gun. Oh, I guess he invented a gun. But I know how to use the guns.
Barnaby, make an intelligence plus
Being
gung fu
handsome.
check.
Oh yeah, we'll see.
Your int's back up, though.
Oh yeah. Where is it? Oh, it's +1. Marvelous.
Point it at the enemy, probably. It does say point this end at enemy.
Why does it say that on there? This end goes boom.
No, like literally, rocket launchers literally say this end towards enemy, and they have an arrow. And I'm not even fucking joking. If you have to read that to understand which point to point the enemy, you probably should not be firing that. Like, no, but that's actually true. Anyway, you manage to sneak up to the room. Layla sneaks off. You look under the bed. There is a bottle of probably really cheap vodka. Or is it like some really good scotch that Layla nicked from someone? I don't know. What did Layla have there?
I'm gonna say that she has some whiskey.
Oh, wow.
Okay, she's got some whiskey under there.
Yeah.
It's not a particularly good blend. It's kind of a kind of knockoff, but
Eaches.
it's good enough. Barnaby probably knows better with his knowledge of rugby
Expensive
lads
things.
and expensive things. Imogen has no idea. Robert, this is alcohol.
Ethanol specifically.
Imogen will pour some small glasses for everyone and raise a toast. Of like, we didn't die. Oh God, I need a shower. Seeing her head, puts the glass down and just leaves the room.
We didn't
When she go-
die.
Yeah, when she goes out, I'm like, she made a blood snake, right?
Oh,
That was
yeah,
a snake
was
made
awesome.
of angel blood. I'm not sure awesome is the word I'd use. That's a little bit weird.
Where'd that come from? That was out of nowhere.
Like a spell thing using his blood, I guess.
She's gone quiet. It must be something cool.
No, Imogen's in the shower right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she left.
She
So
just like realized that she was covered in blood.
Yeah, no, she is like, as soon as the guy died and the spell ended, the snake just goes back to liquid and it, like half of her is just covered in blood. That's why he thought it was a lovely Halloween costume. One of you walked in with a knockoff rocket launcher and the other one walked in with half red. It's technically an old-fashioned rocket launcher. They haven't been used for about, I want to say about 15 years. The British Army actually now use them because they just put them back in service. But it hasn't been used in a while, so it does look a little bit old-fashioned. So it's like, oh, you just got like a drain pipe or something and stuck some sights on it. But yes, you do look relatively bloody, Imogen. So you head off to the shower, grab some stuff. The rest of you sit down, you enjoy a few glasses.
And she will, to be clear, get changed in the bathroom and then come back in fully clothed.
I did assume you weren't going to get naked in front of the lads.
No.
That would be...
Layla on the other
No,
hand.
in the boarding school. What?
What? You share a room with someone long enough, you stop caring.
Oh no. Oh, I thought you meant I would get naked in front of the lads.
Oh no.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought you meant. But yeah,
No, that's
me
what I
and you-
thought she meant. Yeah.
you yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, damn, calm. Are you like shaming me?
Wow. That's some slut shaming right there. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
I was like, no. Imogen and Layla have definitely seen each other like but naked for
You
show.
just stop caring after a while.
Yeah.
Imogen, roll me.
Girls' dorms.
Layla,
if you've
what's
ever
your
been in boarding
attractiveness?
school- Yeah.
Layla, what's your attractiveness? Layla, what is your attractiveness?
I think I'm just a +1. I'm not that attractive. Yeah.
Okay. Can you roll
Freedom
me raw
attractive.
power plus influence +1?
Ooh. I mean, there were some moments. We've had moments.
Oh, I don't think it matters what you roll or what I roll. I have already made a decision about how Imogen feels.
So,
Okay.
EE, do you just want to know how she feels? Is that what you're trying to?
Do the memories of Layla still stick in your mind a little bit more than that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just checking. Just checking.
On the list, Barnaby is the most attractive person in the school. And then it's probably Layla. But Jane is the most attractive person she's ever met or heard of.
That is true. Jane was very hot, and you
I
know exactly
imagine
what to do
that
with laptop.
Layla is attractive to Imogen in a different way. Like she's
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
pretty, but she's also like
It's the Zarya thing. It's the strong
Yeah.
lady who can like sweep you off your feet and just carry you off into the sunset. You're like, oh.
That will be 2 actions, so that'll be a -2 to both. Knowing Layla, she can do both. Okay. So,
Monster Hearts is bleeding over.
Layla, where do you go?
Layla, when she is upset and needs to let out some steam, she goes vampire hunting. So I would like to just have a montage of Layla just beating the crap out of vampires. And she's not even like, normally she just one-shots them, right? She's just like punching the crap out of them and like toying with them to get her frustration out.
Okay, yeah, you do that, and you just completely dominate all these vampires. Can you roll me intelligence plus influence? Plus attractiveness.
Intelligence plus influence, so that's plus attractiveness.
Yeah, it's a really complicated roll. Basically, it's like
So
2 rolls that I just decided to squish into one.
Add a 1 to this roll. So 17,
4
which
successes.
means 5 successes.
5? Oh, because the 5th success one is like a ridiculously large range. Sure. As you go through the number of vampires that you kill, you get the sense that these are surprisingly squishy vampires. They don't seem to be a normal range of difficult vampires and easy vampires. Mostly seem to be low-level henchman-y type, very, very low minions. You also get the feeling that there's actually a few more of them out, generally making some obvious trouble in obvious places. Like you find a few of them outside like the local Starbucks, and a few of them outside of a children's daycare center, which is shut down for the night, and just obvious places. And as you go through like the 5th group, just dusting every single one without any issue, just completely blasé look on your face, you do realize that a few of them have been making quips at you about you and your friends. And that's a lot of them out in obvious places who seem to be disposable.
Yeah, I know. Mr. Miller's doing some shady shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I for sure have that on my radar. And yeah, I'm going to be focusing like all my aggression on that.
Sure. In which case we cut back to Barnaby, Robert, not Imogen because she's still in the shower. You can hear from down the hallway, the shower's not too far away, the shower on, you can hear some music playing. Does Imogen play music when she's in the shower? No? Okay. In which case you've got some music on in the
She
room.
doesn't have anything to play music with. She's poor as shit.
Oh yeah, she really is. I forgot that.
That would be Layla playing the metal music.
She might sing. I don't even think Imogen sings in the shower.
In which case, you're playing some music in the room, which you can't really hear the shower over it. Barnaby, Robert, James, you're all sitting around enjoying what is a very successful day. You managed to take down a fallen angel. You've got some whiskey. You're into your 2nd or 3rd drink by now. How do you guys chill out?
Making fun of Robert.
Damn it.
Oh, come on, Barnaby. Robert kicked ass in that fight. Don't make too much
I
fun
did
of him.
alright.
I would like to show up at some point, so whenever you want me to show up.
Oh yeah, I'll make sure you come back in a bit.
Imogen's shower also will probably be less than 10 minutes.
Okay.
I mean, the Iron Man suit's pretty cool, but like, surely you should put some glasses in there so you don't like, if they fall off, you'll be like, I assume you can see with them, but not without.
Yeah,
He
I
has the
do
goggles,
need the
right?
glasses. I should probably get some. Yeah, if they fall off in a fight, I'm pretty screwed, armor or not.
I mean, I think
That's
they
a
look.
good call.
I think they look pretty good on you, Robert. So, you know, just maybe a different style. I don't think those would really suit you as much.
Oh, I could change. I can make them. I'm pretty good at making stuff. I could probably just make new frames.
And grind the
I'm
lenses
getting good at this
yourself,
stuff.
like Da Vinci.
Working on that.
As you say,
polish
grinding, James gives you a little bit of a squeeze.
James.
And I later.
Look, teenage boy just became fully cognizant again. There's a few avenues on his mind. That's definitely going to be one of them.
Fair. Imogen comes back in as Barmy says the word Da Vinci, and she's like, "Oh, you listened in history class."
Imogen, you just finished showering. You're starting to put your clothes on.
Good.
Barnaby, Robert, James. Layla, you are slowly making your way back towards the block, dusting off your fists. Dust is kind of falling from them as you pat them down. Little bit of blood on them as you kind of like.
Oh yeah,
have
I've been using
punched
the knuckle
so hard.
duster.
Okay.
The knuckle dusters too, yeah.
In which case,
Testing
yeah,
those out.
your knuckles aren't quite so bloody. And all of you hear a crack, crack, crack. And there's a smash of shattering glass.
What
Then
the
there's
hell
a-
was?
Um,
Can I hear that?
Robert, yeah, you can all hear that. Barnaby, Robert, you look over, and you notice James standing there, his glass broken. I think I broke my glass.
What was the noise? What did we identify?
He collapses to the ground. As you look, you see the back wall and the door is splashed in blood.
Motherfucker.
What the hell's
Robert,
going
Barnaby,
down?
make me acrobatics checks. -2 because you're dodging projectile.
I've got to drop my dexterity back down to
You
2.
bastard, EE.
I
I'm
definitely
looking
failed.
at the chat's like, EE, you're dead.
Barnaby, you throw yourself sideways. You
Get those roll evil spamming in chat.
Let me just double check this. You're fine. Robert, you are hit. You take. You're not gonna like this.
I'm right there with you, chat.
The full blow damage.
Oh, Barnaby is probably gonna have like a crisis if something happens to James.
Robert, you take 35 points of projectile damage.
How many Roberts is that?
-9.
More than one.
Yep, that's more than one Robert.
In which
I'm
case,
at
you need to make
-9.
a consciousness check. Please roll me your.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Please roll me your Constitution plus
He's
willpower.
he's like, Rob got too OP, gotta kill him.
-9.
What the-
Wait, so I've got to roll Constitution plus willpower -9.
Yep, that's for staying conscious, not living.
I'll be back.
That's a D10 -4. There's not really any point rolling.
Okay, in which case you instantly go unconscious.
I roll it anyway. I get a -2 on that roll.
Yeah. Barnaby, you look over as you throw yourself to the side as bullets stitch up the side of the wall. You see Robert hit by something ricocheting off and hitting him in the temple. Blood kind of begins to pool down his face and he collapses to the ground. The door opens. Violet is standing there. She's got a bottle of something in her hand. She's going to make an acrobatics roll as well. Dex. She succeeds. She throws herself to the side. The bottle smashes midair. Imogen, you hear a scream. You hear a guttural yell from what appears to be Barnaby. And you hear the sound of what appears to be gunfire. Layla, you hear gunfire. And you see a window shatter. You think that might be your window.
I'm gonna run towards where I think the source of the gunfire is.
Make a perception plus notice check.
Perception plus notice. Okay. That is going to be a 13. Oh, wait, 3 successes. That's pretty good.
3 successes. You see in the distance, probably about 150, 200 meters away, slight flashes of light, and you hear the cracks as bullets go overhead. It sounds like someone's firing an assault rifle.
I'm booking it to that assault rifle.
Okay. Barnaby. As you are currently down low, along with Violet, Imogen, you can hear the sounds. Let me know what you're doing.
I'm gonna go towards the hall.
In which case, you see
I'm
Violet
dealing
like
with some amount of clothing on.
Yeah, you put on a towel and like quickly put on like a bathrobe. There we go. It's easy to put on.
Put a shirt and a pair of pants on.
Okay, that will take you a little while because that's a little bit more time consuming. In which case, Barnaby, you are lying on the ground. James is next to you. Blood starting to well out of his mouth. Robert's down and unconscious.
You are so evil, E. Oh my god.
I am going to drag James onto the floor and like check if he's okay. Like what's going on with James.
Sorry,
Make
Rob.
an intelligence medicine check.
No, fuck. Well, yeah, I don't know why I checked. I don't have any medicine.
Because emotions.
Shit.
Yeah, you have no idea. He is being shot. That much you think you know. Beyond that, you are not certain.
I'm just gonna.
Blood kind of foams out of his mouth a little bit and down the side. Barnaby,
No!
I'm gonna just scream for Imogen, like Imogen.
I also need you to make a willpower check.
Just
I'm
single
gonna
willpower.
cry.
Single willpower.
Legit.
You may
the
choose to
way-
give into. Oh.
You may not choose, you just do.
You don't get any choice.
Okay, Imogen, you put on those pants. You put on the top. You whip right into the hallway. You see Violet lying
I
down.
put it down there before, like if he yells for me, then I will literally go without clothes on. Imogen
Okay.
will be perfectly naked.
Imogen, you have pants on. You topless. You run down.
Yep.
You go past Violet. Violet looks up at you, does a triple take.
You're welcome.
Approves. You run towards the room. You're intelligent enough to be like, okay, something's going on. Everyone's lying down. You keep your head low as you enter, and you see Barnaby. His form is growing and enlarging. Barnaby, you automatically go into demon form, despite the fact you cannot do it today. You now have the modifier Bactabi Mega Form.
What the shit does that mean?
What?
You temporarily gain 25 extra life points.
Okay.
You lose a drama point.
Mega the whole thing.
I lose a drama point.
You gain 2 strength.
I gain 2.
On top of your
on-
form.
Okay, so hang on. I've just got to get to my thingy form. So there we go. And then. Okay.
You also gain a dexterity.
1 dex, 1 strength.
You lose an intelligence to a minimum of 1. You gain 2 to constitution. Your regen becomes con per turn, not per minute.
Okay.
Your throw fire now does 3 times willpower damage.
Okay.
You now have 2 natural armor.
I can't write it.
Just write it on paper.
Not in ink! Wait, that's fine now. You have Mystic Resistance 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna write this down on paper.
You know what? I can just send this to you via Discord. I will read it out for the sake of chat, of course.
You could do a handout or something too.
That is true. I could do it as a handout.
By the way, I will have the Game Boy with me, seeing as it's easily portable. I'll just carry that around, so...
Oh, that's how you
happen to have a
transform. You hit a button and it like.
Yeah, you plug Tetris in.
Yeah.
And put it on my chest. So if you happen to have a spare moment...
Holy fucking shit, you asshole.
You also gain Resistance to Toxins 1, and you get Rage. Rage, Bactabi is filled with an all-consuming rage directed at the targets. Bactabi will stop at nothing to sate that rage. Bactabi acts impulsively and violently until the rage ends. He must hunt down the target or targets for the rage and destroy them, perhaps slowly. For the rage to end, Bactabi may make a successful willpower test. He may make these tests only under certain conditions. The 2 tests known to you are when he destroys the last target of his rage, and every hour after he fulfills the above condition.
He's gone dark as self. Monster Hearts is bleeding over.
Oh God, yeah.
It is so much
Which
Monster
one,
Hearts.
Darkest Self? Because, yeah.
This is the Bactabi Demon's Darkest Self. It's expansion.
It's expansion. Oh my gosh, I hate you.
Imogen, you see Bactabi, Barnaby's Bactabi form, no longer like 6.5 foot tall and pretty wide. You see him go to about 7.5 foot. This time, instead of being red, black, and orange, he is nearly entirely black with rivulets of red that pulsate and orange shoot through them. His eyes begin to blast with fire, almost like an inferno rather than just the pale orange of normal candle flame that you've seen before. He roars with rage, and the entire building shudders a bit.
It's an old building. She walks into the room, sees Barnaby losing his shit, and 2 bleeding and unconscious individuals
Robert's on the fucking ground.
that she is uncertain if they are alive or dead. And she, topless, still, turns around to Violet and just looks at her. Help me fucking save their lives. And I would like to dump whatever I need to do to get my healing spell to save their lives. I will literally spend almost all of my drama points. Actually, I will spend all of them if I have to.
I will quickly check your spell then.
Fortunately, you can't do that.
Don't think I can, but
Yeah,
whatever
it's
I need to
fine.
do, I want her to help me, and I want to be able to do it quickly enough to save their life.
You both could use a drama point, though, for sure.
Yeah. That's why I called on you, because you have magic healing.
Yeah, makes sense. Also, you're just like hulking out right now.
I do not have the magic healing, yes.
A different type of magic healing. You.
Imogen, with your intelligence, you can do all you can physically to help them. However, you can try as you want to try and put as much power into that spell. The most you'll do is maybe bring Robert around a bit. If you try and alter it on the fly to the maximum extent, and that will make it a ridiculously high power level and very risky. And glancing at the 2 of them, you think it might bring Robert around. You have no idea what is up with James without doing a test.
I mean, I don't have any particular stake in one of them or the other. Sorry. I care about both of them fairly equally.
That's
I've
fair
done a
enough.
lot for James. Imogen doesn't care about if she gets hurt doing this. So what would the test need to be to figure out whether or not I can keep James alive?
Make a medicine plus intelligence check to be able to assess his current condition.
I don't have any medicine. 2 successes. I took a CPR class. That's probably it.
Yeah, you kneel
Does he
down
have
next
a
to him. You check, his eyes are open, his pupils are blown. He has 3 bullet wounds, 2 of which are pretty central in his torso. Blood pools from his mouth and foams in one corner. There is foam around his chest. His heart is not beating as far as you can tell.
Just gonna close his eyes and whisper, "I'll bring you back."
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try and cast the spell on Bobbert.
Okay, Barnaby, you know at this moment that James is dead then.
I don't think I do, because I probably would have leapt out the window by this point.
Yeah, that's the
Okay, make an acrobatics strength check.
Okay.
There
this
is
what it feels
a
like to fail?
Barnaby-sized hole in the side of the wall. What's that, Barnaby? What did you say? Sorry, I missed that.
I was just wondering if this is what it felt like to be Layla.
Barnaby, you also gain 2 drama points.
You took one off me earlier.
Yeah, the form takes a drama point away, but you get 2 drama points for me screwing you over.
Cool.
Robert, you can also have a drama point for being slightly screwed over as well.
Fucking love of your oh my god.
Just 2 drama points for killing the love of your life. That's fine.
That's what happens when you take the certain drawback. Tragic love. Layla, you are running through the edge of the school playing fields, and you see something huge and black with slight glowing rivulets of what appear to be like veins or just cracks in lava. Just smash out of your room and start Hulk jumping across the playing fields, catching up and quickly outpacing you. Imogen.
I'd like to beg to differ on the outpacing me. Can I roll for that?
Barnaby and Layla, you may roll your strength plus acrobatics.
Strength acrobatics. Cool.
Oh shit. 18? 14.
14.
I'm still faster.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still
She's
a white
a little bit
hat, no
faster.
matter how-
You do your best, and you have the ability
I'm
to
running, and then I'm like...
And then you actually have to run.
Barnaby has certain benefits in that he can smash through certain terrain in his way without having to worry too much. But you're basically managing to keep just ahead of him. You will get there first. But he will get there pretty soon
I'm
after.
running, but I'm like... Barnaby? And I'm like still running.
Back in the room.
Is all you get in return.
Imogen, make a spell roll. This is going to be an incredibly weird
I
power level.
legit I'm tearing up.
All right, so occult, willpower, and I'm adding a drama point for a +10.
Okay.
And I've cast a spell recently, so I'm at a -2. I think
Yeah.
the other spell has worn off since then.
It probably has, yes.
So,
Let me know your success levels.
yeah, that's 19 to start with. Wait, no. Yeah, because it's 11 plus the 10, which is 21 minus 2. 28! I don't have the chart for that.
That is 8 success levels. Okay. Let me double check. What does your normal spell normally do for healing?
Did she get like a bonus for Violet helping, or is Violet like refusing to help?
So it
Violet
normally
can't help
heals
on the spell.
damage at
This is beyond
10
Violet's
times.
level.
It only
Okay.
takes 30 minutes and heals damage at 10
I feel
times.
like couldn't she like tell
I'm
her?
hoping that Violet's help more just allows me to quick cast it. And that increasing the power level can allow me to increase the speed at which it works.
She can't help you because this is beyond her ability. You're pushing the spell to such an extreme. Way outside its design limits. She is just sitting on the floor in awe of you. Partly because you're topless, and then she finds that quite attractive. Secondly, because you are channeling forces which were never, ever meant to be channeled this way. Robert, you are currently enjoying a very
Our
weird
first
sort of
Roll4It, not
waking...
safe for work fan art right there.
Now there will be. Now I have the job of blurring that out for the fan art video.
Just
You-
pre-blur it out for us.
Yeah.
Like had the blur.
Strategically
Defensive
place
art.
like bits of magic flying around or something. Robert, you
I
are
like that,
currently
actually.
enjoying some sort of weird concussive headache, and your eyes flick open as your wound in your head closes slightly. You recover. What's your constitution?
Constitution is 2.
You got 20 hit points.
That's nice. I'm at 11. It's all right.
You become conscious again.
Right, so I'm like, oh,
You look up. Imogen is standing there, levitating. Her hands
Strategically
out.
placed magic.
Strategically placed magic. There is. You're pretty close. You can see everything.
It's one of those anime magical girl transformations.
Magic
Yeah, no,
girl, boobs in your face.
But like
Yeah.
evil magical girl.
Her eyes are completely black. Her hair is just out as like
I'm
she
so
had
Ghibli.
the most static discharge possible. Her
like
hands
that.
are out to the side. Black forms of shadow just constantly coil around her. And the blood that was on your head flicks off and joins it as it travels around and around. Imogen, make me a
Blood
willpower
is blood.
check.
Basically, Imogen's becoming a blood mage. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Healing me by forcing the blood around my veins.
Imogen,
Uh-huh.
you currently have your darkest self. You are drunk on magic.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it's all going wrong.
At the end of the month, your magic addiction test will be harder than usual.
It's fair.
In addition, you are currently very
Harder
obsessed
than
with...
usual. She's already failing it every time.
No, actually, we got the rules on it
Yeah,
wrong.
we got the rules wrong, but this is going to be a tough one.
Oh.
You currently have to try and solve everything you can with magic until this effect abates, which it will, and then you will feel very hungover and very drained.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair.
You are currently, though, acting as a direct channel for magic. Instead of doing the one-time
She
tap
already
of
has a
magic...
magic addiction, for those asking.
No, she doesn't. We got that wrong.
We wrote-
I thought
We
you-
wrote on that.
Oh, we got it wrong? Okay.
Yeah. Normally when you draw magic, you just draw it for one-time use, and you just kind of convert it and pull it out of that magic plane. You currently have managed to somehow open a portal inside yourself permanently, and pure magic is discharging through you. So that's kind of making your head way up there.
I'm
Violet,
gonna need a
however,
nap after this.
is going to just try and turn you into a bunny because she recognizes what's going on.
I kind of want it to work.
This is the only thing I can do.
Would be great.
I'm
And
running
then
out
we're
of
gonna have an Imogen bunny. Oh.
Can we solve all our problems with bunnies from now on? James turns into a bunny. Imogen turns into a bunny.
By the way, we are so
Everyone is
close to
bunny.
merch. If we hit our merch, we could make bunny slipper. Roll4It bunny slippers. That could be our first merch item. Just
One of them is
saying.
named Penny Mew, the other one is named Imogen.
Yeah.
And
Just turn this
she
into
We're
Sylvanian
so
bunny.
close to it.
she's trying to do it, Imogen. You look over, you see her chanting a spell and pointing in your direction. You recognize the word bunny in Latin.
Her spells wouldn't count as demon powers, would they?
No,
No. Okay.
it's a spell. It's
Yeah,
very
no, that's what I
recognize it as a spell. Right now, the source of magic channeling through you, you can see the spell forming in midair. You can see the consonants as they appear. And you could choose to try and snuff them out if you wanted.
I want to I want it. I want to capture it, and I want to be able to use it on someone else.
Make
I want to Pokeball a spell. This is really useful.
Pokeball spell.
make an intelligence plus
Not trademark.
plus spell casting, sorcery, whatever it is.
Sorcery or occultism? or both?
Sorcery.
Okay.
It won't be occultism because this is way beyond what normal mages can do.
Yeah, do you get a bonus to
Spell.
sorcery for being a
A
magic?
channel for magic. I
No,
have
this
no
allows her to do stuff she can't normally do.
Pokeball spell.
You grab the spell and you pull on it, just trying to figure out how to just turn it into your own and grasp it in your hand. And as you tear it free from the tethers that's attached to Violet, it snaps and withers, and you can see this bunny kind of image in your mind just dissolve and just sink through your hands.
I
And
know
Violet
I'm
looks
gonna
up at you
regret
scared.
this in the morning, but there's some people that need avenging. And she turns
What's
and
going
walks.
on?
It's gonna levitate out the window if she can.
I will say,
Dude.
for the purposes of your telekinesis, you can definitely hold yourself
Is
aloft
she
and
gonna
float.
become a vengeance demon? That'd be funny.
Robert, you look over now. Imogen's gone out the window as well. You look over at Violet, and Violet looks over like, I kind of like her like this. I mean, the topless part
What's
is good, but the
happening?
vengeance part's better.
Yeah, but what about James? I'm looking at dead James next to me. What's going on?
To be honest, he was the most boring one of all of you.
What the hell?
I'm
I go. I
definitely following her.
I scrabble for the Game Boy, and I try and activate it, but I need to check with you about whether this will work, because what I've got written down is it lasts for 30 minutes and takes a day to recharge. So is it 1 use per day?
20s per day.
And
It
hold
would
on,
take 24
damn it.
hours.
going out the window, flying out the window topless.
Yes.
Just visual effect.
Yeah, that's
girl.
why Violet also really liked that. Violet runs to the stairwell It starts to try and chase you, but she has to do it on foot because she doesn't have that ability. Robert, you look at the Game Boy, you try and press buttons, and it just gives you a sad face.
And it's like, come on, damn it!
No battery.
Need a better power source! And I scramble up and run to my room to get my
Okay.
other gear.
Plays.
To get what gear still works. And this is why, chat, that I have all this cool stuff, because if there's 2 fights in a day, I'm buggered.
You grab the railgun. That's the only thing that works right now.
Yep, I've got that, and, like, the torch.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else.
Layla, you run forwards, you get to the other end, you find yourself at a small abandoned shed on the outskirts of the campus. As you burst in smashing down the door, you look around. You quickly catch sight of what appears to be an SA-80 assault rifle used by the British Army with a laser sight stuck on top. The barrel is bent, and there is a note attached.
The barrel's bent and there's a note attached?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Mr. Miller. I'm gonna read the note.
It says, Layla, you were pretty good at dodging last time. Try to dodge this. That's it.
I take the paper and I crumple it in my hand.
At this point, the side of the wall smashes down as Baktabi enters.
Where are they?
Can I tell any direction of where this person is? Or did they like shoot themselves or something?
Make a survival plus perception check?
Survival. I get +8 to survival test. Plus what?
Perception.
Perception. Okay. So that's +12. Just survival plus perception? Okay.
Yeah.
21. That is a 6 success.
Damn. There doesn't seem to be any real sign of them. However, you quickly notice some disturbed bits of wood and fragments on the floor from the last time there was a fight in this building. And you see a possible trail leading out away towards the edge of campus. Towards the graveyard and out beyond.
Layla's pissed. She has like the crumpled paper. She's like, that way, and she just fucking starts booking it.
I will remind you, Layla, you do not know why Baktabi is suddenly so large and so angry.
She doesn't give a fuck at this moment. She's
Okay.
so enraged at the moment. She's probably just as much enraged as Barnaby is here. And obviously, if Barnaby is there and he looks like that, then clearly something has gone wrong. And she's just gonna freaking book it. And she's like super emotional at the moment. So
Okay. Both you and Barnaby? Okay.
I'm assuming Barnaby's just gonna follow me wherever I run to.
Yeah, but Barnaby is not in a talkative mood.
Oh, neither is Layla. So you're fine.
Okay. Imogen, you float down, eyes black, black smoke just petering off you in the air. And you notice on the ground a crumpled,
I just want to
damaged
say
note.
she's half naked. Her boobs are hanging out.
Yeah, her boobs are out.
Keep the visual effect
Every
going.
time just pointing this out.
I'm just gotta point it
not
out.
particularly impressive.
And you see on the ground an assault rifle with a bent barrel.
Hey, depends on who's looking.
Okay, so Imogen is mad, but she's not dumb.
Hey, don't even start judging me, people. You guys like boobs too. Stop it.
Who doesn't like boobs?
Exactly.
James. Wait, he
Fair
doesn't.
point.
He's dead.
You know, he might not like
fucking
women
asshole. I'm like gonna cry.
Imogen feels like now might be a good opportunity to get the heart of a golem out. So she's gonna go to the golem and take its heart, whatever that means.
Are we gonna go from one
Okay.
boss fight to the next? Is that what's happening right now? I feel like it is.
Okay.
Like realistically,
it's a
she
good
doesn't
time,
seem to be able
honestly.
to catch up. Like she's smart enough to know she probably can't catch up with Imogen and Barnaby, and that she's got to help them out while she is the most powerful that she has ever felt in her life. And she knows that the heart of a golem may be able to be used in a spell that she's got pretty much everything else to cast with.
Yeah. Okay. Because that's.
I
kind of
regret
back-
telling you what Layla's thing is. Also, fuck you.
I have no idea how long this is gonna last, so I'm just gonna roll with it. Like.
Okay.
I'm
Imogen,
trying to catch up with everyone. I'm like running along with the railgun and also the rocket launcher.
You're a little bit behind Violet, but
I
not far.
imagine so.
Uh,
not that
Imogen
far.
starts coming back vaguely in your direction, but at an angle, because she's got to go back to the other side of campus. Violet very much is not paying attention to the house. She's very much following Imogen. So Violet kind of runs up towards Imogen. Imogen, as you go past, Violet runs up the side of you. You look really kind of good like that, Imogen.
Do you feel like crying? Because I could
No.
use tears.
I feel like smiling. I like you like this.
That's rather unfortunate. We'll have to figure that one out later.
Can I help?
Yeah, give me some of your fucking tears.
Robert, you see this. You also know that there's a building up ahead that seems to have a lot of strange holes in it, Barnaby shaped. Where do you want to go?
I'll go running up to them first because they're nearer and like, this isn't really the time. Who did this? What's going on?
I'm fairly sure it was Mr. Miller, and I've been putting off taking care of him for a little bit too long.
Of course it was him.
I'm going to destroy
I'm gonna
him.
go check on. I just run up towards the, like, I call over my shoulder. What's up with Barnaby?
Violet shouts
And
back,
you?
goes,
Nothing makes sense anymore.
oh, he's grown up a little bit too early. With that, Imogen and Violet head over to the golem. Robert, you can make me a survival perception check to try and track Layla and Barnaby and Mr. Miller. Also, you are now out of the range of the radio.
Totally
I can
getting
stop
the
playing
sight,
radio sound.
by the way. I'm totally getting the sight.
Okay,
If I
yeah, you
come
can take
across
the
the
sight of the
gun.
assault rifle. You do recognize, by
Look,
the way,
you-
that's marked as part of the shipment.
Oh, the gun is.
And the laser sight.
I'm angry with a lot of different people right now. Like, initially, I see the sight, I'm like, Miller, you thieving sod! And I pick that up and realize that, like, the gun is also from the shipment. Like, I ordered 3 things!
You got a rocket launcher, you also got something else.
Hack your tears away, Robert.
I'm never... I hate these people.
I'm
I
never
take
ordering
the
from
gun.
them again.
Yeah, that's basically his thought.
Okay, make a perception plus survival check.
Is the sight detachable? Because if it is, he leaves the gun for now, seeing as it's probably going to become clear that a student was shot, and he doesn't want to be carrying around the gun that shot him.
The sight is detachable, but you will need to make a gun food and intelligence check to remove it.
All right, I'll do that.
He's bloody smart. He'll be fine.
All right.
So he's in the shed right now.
14.
Yeah, you remove the sight quickly. Sorry, what was that?
He's in
Layla?
the shed, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, he's in the shed. You see a crumpled piece of paper too
Yeah.
in the corner.
There's a crumpled piece of paper right next to the gun in the corner.
I guess I see that as well.
You see the note left by Mr. Miller.
Right, I guess I try and follow them. So what was it? Was a survival something?
Survival perception.
Is survival a thing?
Oh. If not, then survival perception. I thought it was.
You evil person.
Survival's still not a
Oh
thing.
my gosh.
Do a perception notice.
Okay.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, you're not sure why, but you can see the signs of a very large demon having trampled through here recently. And you can follow
All right,
it.
I follow those.
Being so stealthy.
Yeah, very stealthy.
He's a demon.
I try putting the sight on the railgun, but I'm not sure if I've made it so that can be done yet.
No, you would need to modify
It needs like calibrating and properly fitting and all that, so I guess I just pocket it for now.
Calibrations would be needed, yes. So, As Layla and Barnaby head off to find Mr. Miller, Robert in a little bit behind pursuit since he is also fairly slow. Imogen and Violet head off to find a golem's heart. That is where we will wrap it up for tonight.
Jesus.
Remember, people, my only job is to tell a good story. Don't.
I
You were
hate
gonna
you.
kill him. One way or another, you were gonna kill him.
It's always the gay characters.
I mean, it's kind of Barnaby
Yeah,
does have tragic love, but holy shit,
It's all right. Now I get to bring someone back.
that's
from the
beyond
dead.
tragic. That's like,
It's fine.
He can be our oracle.
Imogen can just be the next boss villain.
Layla is gonna, yeah, shit's not, yeah,
We're gonna smash so many heads together. It's gonna be great.
yeah, many groins.
Thing is, if we're gonna get into like a fight next episode, I'm not gonna be able to use any of my gear. I'll just have the railgun and the RPG.
Have all
The
your
railgun's pretty good.
Don't
I'm hoping to get some stuff done before my, darkest self wears off.
And with that, I guess we'll be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. GMT. 8
With everybody
a.m.
except for
PT.
me.
With
Where
everybody
does the
except for
feelings work
Maggie.
off tomorrow?
I get a feeling every NPC I bring you will just be murdered instantly, just beaten to death.
Yeah, we don't want the heartache. Ah!
We will fall in love with
It's
no
better
one.
this way.
Numb
Uh,
ourselves to the pain.
So you can catch us over on our YouTube channel if you didn't see the entire of this video at youtube.com/roll4it. You can support us over at patreon.com/roll4it. You can join the Discord and the hate that I will presumably be getting if you have subscribed
the
on
Discord has
Patreon.
already started. It has,
Twitch.
like, people are
People are
losing their
currently going
minds
at
in
it.
that right now. They're like, holy shit, is James dead? They're like, and is Rob dead? They're like losing their minds in there.
Is Rob
Oh
gonna
my
nuke the city? That's a good question.
I have
Yeah.
the codes.
Nuke the city.
Oh god.
It's an option.
So yeah, until Monday for all but Maggie. Maggie, it will be Sunday. Where can we find you? Let's start with Maggie because you'll be the longest.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I'll probably be around for sure to watch that stuff. I mean, there's a chicken bard. I need to know what happens. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, what, a chicken
It's
bard?
one letter away from a successful business. Chicken bar.
Oh my
like
God.
sushi, just the thing that goes around, just with
I
chicken.
love that, like, there's just a fucking bunch of lizards. And then it's
I
a
also
dwarf.
learned
A bunch of lizards and a dwarf walk into a
learned
bar.
And
that
and
elves
it's an
in
elf-
Divinity eat flesh to gain memories from them, so I think I was just getting in character for tomorrow today.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, we've got a dwarf ranger and an elf tank because
Yeah. So I'm very excited about I'm
Because you
very
don't
excited
take our race rolls. Sorry.
I'm very excited as a viewer to watch that. Obviously, I do my best to kind of help do promotional stuff for Roll4It. So you'll see a bunch of stuff on that. On the other end, you guys can find me at Margaret Crone in all the places: Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch,
Instagram.
I said Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, all the things. And I will be over at Lost Initiative show, I think, on Tuesday will be the next thing. If you guys want to go check out that, I'll be playing Dungeons and Dragons with Sam Strippin, Mathis Games, and Delric, and it's going to be amazing. We have we left off in a similar situation as this, where something crazy has happened. So definitely go check that out if you're interested. And I'm doing a bunch of other stuff throughout the week, but you guys can go check that out on social media. And holy shit, EE. I teared up like 3 times. Fuck you.
In which case, I'm doing my job right.
No, fuck you.
Lauren, where can we find you until tomorrow?
Nowhere. Literally, I will be here tomorrow, but after that, I will be on my own stream on Tuesday. And Wednesday, I am GMing, so I am in EE's position. Don't worry, my characters may or may not be banding up with freedom fighters, aka terrorists, to steal the engine out of a spaceship while sending the tiny bat character floating down over a wall. It's not going to go well for them. So that'll be Wednesday night on Geek Space TV. Which is on Twitch. And then you can find me on my own streams until then on twitch.tv/randomtwoos. Oh, and I'm probably going to be watching The Fifth Element tonight with my community, so stay tuned on Twitter and come hang out with me and do that.
Bentham, where can we find you until tomorrow?
Well, there's not going to be any videos out between now and then, but what I usually do is play Factorio and Kingdoms and Castles and Cosmoteer and games like that on my channel, which is Mangleport Gaming, which is different from my actual name for silly reasons. And at the moment, I'm doing the Factorio live stream stuff with Peachy from the Star Trek show, and
And don't worry, I heard your guys' cries. I know people have wanted to see Peachy back and 8-Bit, and we'll definitely try to incorporate them in future shows. So don't worry, they're still on our list of cast members. We just had a quick turnaround for this one, so we're just trying to find people who could fit the show. So don't worry, they're not out forever. So just keep in mind.
Yeah, so the show with Peachy has, I think, been the most Marmitey thing I've ever done, in that there's some people that think it's the best and some people who are like, stop this series now. This is not what I wanted from you. You have disappointed
Add me to the mix, Bentham. My family or my Twitch family has been telling me that I need to play Factorio because I love building games. I've never played Factorio, so I have no idea. Also, I'm a space Viking, so
that works. Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Barnaby, Josh, where can we find you?
I will be raging silently.
Silently.
Oh,
Extremely vocally, I would expect.
Yeah. So if you want to hear my vocalizations, then that's weird. Gaming FTL everywhere. YouTube, I do a video a day trying to experiment with weird games. Like there's this new one called Nimbatus where we make space probes that have AI in them, which is quite fun to test out. You make like Catherine wheels with lasers, which is pretty cool. And I stream Tuesdays on Twitch.
How do you feel about your because he does vlogs of every episode of all his RPG shows?
Yeah, I'm looking
how's
forward.
this one gonna go for you?
I'm looking forward to the strange adventures of this
yeah,
episode.
I'm
Like
gonna
10
listen to the
hours
strange
ago.
adventures.
I kind of want you to record the strange adventures of this one right afterwards, so we get the raw emotion in it.
Yeah, you should record it immediately, dude. Just so you have that.
I didn't make notes. I was being lazy today, but I could probably recall it from memory. That's firmly seared in there. Here's EE. Yeah, I also do vlogs of the campaigns over on Stranger Things, but that's probably not going to be updated because I just got a Switch, so I'm going to be playing that instead.
He's like, I just got a Switch. That's not happening.
James
So-
Switch.
Oh, you evil,
Wait, James,
evil.
is Switch in a relationship? I didn't know they were into that.
No,
Lauren,
Barnaby
not
is
Imogen. Lauren can
definitely
have a
a
drama
drama.
point.
I'm always here for the dirty BDSM puns.
so until tomorrow, when you torture more characters, where will you be, EE?
I'll be asleep.
I think that's a lie.
And then he's gonna freaking torture more characters.
I'll be
Probably
doing
Lizard on a
Roll4It
stick.
stuff and then
Next
making
week you'll have
overlays.
Lizard on a stick.
Yeah, that is my plan. So you can catch me over at youtube.com/Enter Elysium, where I have like 2 videos a day. Stellaris currently playing as a robot fish, and Bomber Crew, where I'm trying to keep a stiff upper lip, chaps, and make sure to bomb those awful Nazis with my little group of Bomber Crew people. Also, you catch me over at twitch.tv/Enter Elysium, where I stream on Saturdays generally. Also be doing a load of other streams this week, including a sponsored stream for Mass Effect 3 on Thursday to celebrate N7 week.
It's still a game.
It's N7 week, like the 7th of November, and then the entire week they're playing all different things, because it's 10 years since the Mass Effect 1.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why it's a special year. So I'll be doing that, and you can also catch me over on Twitter. You like Enter Elysium, and Instagram Enter Elysium YT and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it from us. We will quickly read out the tips. I am imagining there will be some interesting ones to read out. Sorry, not sorry.
You're not sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not sorry at all.
GMs are never sorry. They kill precisely who they mean to.
At least I took no one's eyes.
So that first tip that we got before it started, I made a
Exactly.
prediction in the pre-show. I seem to remember. About
So we got a tip just before we started by from Dotton, $25. Here's to hoping the team's fates are written in sterner stuff than ink. Won't be able to watch live, but may join in later. Dotton, thank you very much.
Are you still in chat? Can you talk in
Because
chat
the
right
next
now?
tip is by Dotton. Dotton, $25. You evil bastard! We love you. Roll evil.
Yes. Oh my god.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Dalton. That is the perfect double tip I have ever seen. Thank you so much. So as per usual, you can join in the conversation over on the Discord, or you can go to the Reddit, which is r/Roll4It, and chat about all the things. And I'm gonna go avoid the death threats. So
If you should watch our after show, and if you're not part of it, I think it's just $5 is the Patreon.
$5 is the tier for the after show.
$5 tier. You can watch the after show.
Alright.
It's probably going to be a lot of us yelling at EE, so you'll definitely want to tune into that one.
Okay.
That's it.
May the dice roll over in your favor.
That's because he got punched in the groin by Layla.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not
didn't get
not
to
any of my
do bone
characters.
punching.
Me as a GM. Goodbye, and just don't piss off someone who realizes that Robert is calling in military surplus and standing on your roof.